everybody! We're here.
Hi, Kat.
We're playing Of the Devil.
Hi.
Hello.
With voice actor Joy Curbs _
Yes. We rolled out the professionals for this one yet again.
They can barely afford me.
Yeah.
Wait, we're paying you?
Yes.
Kitsu is.
I am. I'm paying her in kisses.
Aw.
And $400 US.
Oh,
What
wow.
are you? I'm
That's
not
expensive.
giving you 400 USD. What are you talking about?
How are you even gonna spend that? You don't live in the US. You live in Canada.
Love finds a way.
It does.
All right. So we're investigating.
All right. Deep breaths, and we're good. Okay. It says here that when the medics arrived, he was on the floor, face up. Does that? Nope.
Hi, dumbass.
Sorry.
Does that tell you something?
Hey, if you were going to drink a glass of poison, would you be sitting or standing when you did it?
I find it very difficult to speculate on that hypothetical scenario.
The seat by his body is pulled out. If he was seated when he lost consciousness, I would expect to find him slumped over on the table.
But he wasn't found slumped over.
No, he wasn't. And if he had been standing when he lost consciousness, I would think he would have fallen forward or at least collapsed less neatly.
So what can you conclude from that, Adonai?
Only that I'm missing something. A chessboard and a datapad with a series of characters on it. E4, C5, NF3, E6, D4, CXD4, NXD4. This is... I think it's a game.
Yeah.
Algebraic notation. Was he studying an old game or playing against himself?
Black has checkmate in 40 moves.
Wow, a robot that's good at chess. We ought to put you in a museum. The little cheek puff.
Squish, 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 squish,
Squish. Squish, squish, squish. But I'll take your word for it.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you not play Adonai?
No, especially not against David.
Well, that is to be expected. Anyone who challenged Father to a battle of wits would naturally grow tired of losing.
Every game starts the same. Each player has the same pieces, the same moves, the same options. It's a true test of wit, strategy, and forethought. To me, it always seemed too
Boring?
fair. The smarter player wins every time.
And that is something you take fault with?
Of course. How's a gal like me supposed to win a game like that?
All I can think of that is that post by Elon Musk complaining about how chess is too
Chess
boring
needs
for
fog
him.
of war.
It needs fog of war.
Pardon?
Yes, that's what I
Oh my
thought of
god, it's the worst
immediately.
fucking... Yeah.
It's awful.
Pardon?
He's like, it's
What?
too
Let me-
small and limiting. There's no fog of war.
I need to...
The fuck are you, a Fire Emblem player? Jesus.
Hi, Hobo. Hi, Lila.
Hey, Capri, did we do a go live notification?
I hate this fucking tweet.
We didn't.
Chess has a tiny number of degrees of freedom compared to reality. Only 64 squares, no fog of war, no tech tree, no terrain differences, same starting pieces and position every time. And you can invent new pieces during the game. All those factors and more are present in reality. So it may seem like someone is close to checkmate in reality. That doesn't matter if they suddenly vaporize the opponent's king with lasers from space that never existed before. Given that there are even winning moves in chess that seem like blunders to humans, then when it comes to understanding winning moves in reality, it is vastly harder to tell.
What the fuck?
Shut the
Yes.
fuck up, Elon Musk.
Lasers from space that weren't there before.
I'm sorry, did he say that
Tech
chess
tree.
should have a fucking skill tree?
Yes, he did.
He's a loser. We
And
know
he
this.
has the same opinion as Morgan of the Devil fan artist. Get on it.
For the record, not really.
She doesn't have the same opinion on chess. She just doesn't like it because she's not good at chess.
Because she can't cheat.
Yeah. There's no bluffing. It's hard strategy. She's just not good at that kind of game. Thought this was gonna be Ace Attorney. Nope, it's Ace Attorney with Toxic Yuri.
Wait, I know this person. That's my friend.
Oh, hello.
That's my
Better
friend.
take a closer look.
No homo. We
Fuck.
Look
Sorry,
at you.
I was streaming of the devil yesterday. Sorry, I'm so.
I get it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Holy shit! It's of the peak. Yeah, we do not think Elon Musk is good at chess because he wouldn't say that shit about chess if he was good at it. He's coping. Anyway.
Hi, Sprinkles. I'm doing go live notification. Somebody handle this shit.
Build alcohol. The Ark
Build
showed how it
alcohol.
looked last
The Ark
night
showed how
before
it
it
looked.
evaporated.
Okay.
No foreign substances in the puddle. It's clean. Thank you for the follow, Miss Rainbow Sprinkles. So does that mean
Yay.
wherever the spill came from must be clean as well? Rose River Whiskey, 12 years old. Hi, T-Rexus. Yes, he does cheat at
Hi,
Path of Exile. It's very
You
sad.
I
recognize
tried
it?
this.
Hi, Trexus. Should have been there yesterday for Of the Devil. I got to voice a really hot woman for like 3 hours.
Sure.
You could voice a really hot woman for the next 5 minutes while Texas is here while I'm setting stuff up.
Sure.
Sure.
He was more partial to the. He was more
But
than partial to
she's
the
already
brand.
Sarah, and I don't have anyone right now, so I'm doing Morgan.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Sure, he was more than partial to the brand. It's a good brand, only a bit overpriced, which is a bargain of a lifetime in David's world.
It appears the police have already tested its contents. No foreign matter present was their conclusion.
Hmm.
Is it possible the police missed the poison?
No,
No.
even if they can't identify the— Oh, are you back, Kitsu?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Alright, nice.
Even if they can't identify the poison, they can detect its presence. Bless you. By comparing samples of the whiskey to a bottle off the store shelf. I'm sorry. They made a robot that could sneeze.
So we eliminate the possibility that the robot. The fuck. So we eliminate the possibility that the bottle of whiskey was poison. So we can eliminate the possibility that the bottle of whiskey was poison.
We'll have to find our smoking gun elsewhere. Elish.
T-Rex
no,
says, are you saying to me, did I not respond to your Discord? Or did somebody else not respond?
It was probably Troy.
It was probably me.
2 empty cups. 1 empty, knocked over, and 1 mostly empty. These look cheap. Did his guest bring them?
I've seen them before. In the basement liquor cabinet?
He kept these lying around? I knew he'd regifted those crystal glasses I got him.
Ark says there's nothing foreign in the upright one, so it can't have been poisoned. Results are inconclusive on the other cup, however.
Looks bone dry. Must have been nothing but fumes left by the time it was considered a crime scene. It's not enough here for them to test.
Good night, Lila.
Hi, Lila.
Inconclusive could mean.
Inconclusive means inconclusive. That's all. Tear up and read me the results of the fingerprinting.
The father's prints are on both cups, as expected. But there are someone else's on the upright cup. So someone must have been with him last night.
Slow down. All that proves is that someone else touched the cup. Doesn't tell us when they did it. And since we don't know who the prints belong to...
Adonai. Fuck me, Jesus Christ. Adonai. Why don't we know who the prints belong to?
Are the prints flagged as unidentified, or...
No, there is space for a name, but the field is black.
Shit. Am I already that late to the action? Detective Reyes,
Yeah.
there's a second set of prints on the cups. Is there a form you'd like me to sign?
Doesn't matter how nicely you ask. Sometimes people just can't answer. You should know that damn well, Madam Counselor.
I was afraid you'd say that.
I don't understand, Adonai. What does this mean?
It means that whomever those prints belong to has a very proactive representation.
Those prints belong to a witness, as you've guessed. You're more than welcome to their testimony. But their identity is... The department is being very considerate of the witness's privacy out of respect for their time and appreciation for their cooperation.
Forget the name.
That easily?
Subpoenas are always an option, but I'm short on time. What did the witness have to say for themselves, Detective?
To paraphrase, they came to see Dr. Asher last night. The two of them talked and they had a drink together. Then the doctor got sick, so they activated the emergency system from the panel in the kitchen. The EMTs came and took them both to the hospital. Asher's condition got worse. All of the witnesses' vitals were normal.
The witness had their vitals taken? There should be a record of their admission at Gatesfield. Fuck.
And that's it.
I'm guessing you didn't just take all of that on faith.
Penumbra is set up in most of the rooms on this floor. Everything the witness told us was corroborated by the building's own surveillance system. So yes, we can guarantee that the witness never put anything into Asher's drink.
I'm guessing I can't have the keys to the penumbra, can I?
Not until the witness's lawyers are done reviewing it.
Lawyers? Plural? Not enough time to trade jabs with the law offices of Johnson, and Johnson.
Say, how about I just give you their business card?
The law offices of Kokler, Gustav, Prince, and Prince. That was close. No way I'll be getting any client information out of them directly.
If all you bloodsuckers want to get together and tear each other apart, text me before you start. I'd like to watch.
You a cuck, Reyes?
What?
said the
What does that even mean?
It means that you're a cuck. I don't know. Needed a moment to think. So that was it? One chat, one peek at the cams, and you've already eliminated them as a suspect? Hi, Del.
Yeah, null. I have 4 Johnsons. Anyway, look. They were searched. They didn't have any poison, any drugs, not even a stick of gum. Even if they did somehow have poison on them, the camera footage confirms they had no opportunity to use it. They drank from the same bottle as a dead man. As far as the department's concerned, they were nearly the second victim.
They aren't dead, or even ill from the sound of things.
I had to approve Reyes in the cuck chair.
So you think he poisoned his own cup beforehand, then poured for the both of them from a safe bottle?
That's what the evidence is telling us. There's nothing in the bottle or the witness's cup. But after drinking from his cup, a cup he prepared himself, he fell ill and the witness didn't. And Asher died with a foreign substance in his body.
An unidentified foreign substance.
Suicide by poison. I get that you were close and simple explanations aren't all that satisfying, but that's life.
One last thing. You just said he prepared his cup himself. Did you see that on camera?
He left the parlor to get the drinks and came back with his already poured. The witness says he got them from the basement.
The witness says that? Not the cameras?
There's no cams in the lab or the basement.
That seems like a security hazard. Why would Noble not set up things more carefully?
It's intentional. If cams of his lab ever got hacked, outsiders could steal his IP and kick Noble's monopoly to the curb.
Right. David did complain about Noble's weird protocols for combating corporate espionage.
At least we can take comfort in knowing that Father wasn't alone when he died.
Yeah, that's worth investigating. We have like a bunch of stuff under an evidence tab or something. I could be wrong though. Password locked, but already cracked by the police, it seems.
All the docs were take-home safe. Nothing spicy.
When was it last used?
7:48 p.m.
Still reading work emails only a few minutes before he committed suicide? Morbid. There's a lot of messages marked priority that breadcrumb their way back to an article.
Warm android blood saves soldier's life. I think we've already read this before, right?
Maybe just skim it.
Oh damn, you're not logged into this device. Why don't you pop your user details down below and enable Chrome so you can get the user experience you deserve? Anyway, yeah, basically, an animate 16 donated, blood.
This is that article that I've seen going around. But why would Noble have it marked as priority? Starling said they weren't in any rush to pat each other on the back over it. Even though they won themselves a real prize. Easy PR?
I need a military contract.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
They now have the excuse they need to. Can't dismiss the upgrade as can't dismiss the expensive upgrade as unnecessary now that it saves soldier's life. This time next year, there will be pink oxidizing fluid being spilt all over the globe. Police androids monitoring the scene. You can almost mistake them for the real thing the way they stand there trying to look important. Ken, like an indoor dog taking its first trip to the park.
Pardon?
Why are you looking at it like you've never seen an android before?
Who the fuck calling me? Go away. Anyway.
Because I haven't. In person.
David didn't even let you have a mirror? Brutal.
Mhm.
Just scan its GIN if you're that curious. Unless that's considered too forward or whatever. Doesn't. I always admired this view. The buildings gleam with reflections of holograms and sunlight, and their shadows obscure all of the rundown, rotting parts of town. Maybe the view's secondary. Maybe all anyone really wants is to put as much distance between them and the street level as possible.
Is it possible that a witness could have seen something through these windows?
Not through these windows, no. David installed wide-spectrum auto tint in all his homes, all his cars.
I didn't know that.
Well, you wouldn't notice unless you were viewing the penthouse for more than...
Why did he care so much about his windows?
Joy, question. Are you watching this stream on Twitch or on Discord?
No. I'm just fucking around with things right now.
Okay, I was wondering why there was that break, and I thought it was because you were viewing it on Twitch.
I was wondering where that Kingdom Heartsian pause was coming from.
Chair.
Chair? Oh.
A chair. One chair knocked over. Probably where David was sitting. and one chair pulled out. A party of 2. He never cared much for socializing, but he enjoyed hosting. Contradictory guy. Seems like that's everything critical on this side of the room, which leaves the kitchen. You said there's camera footage of the dining room showing David and his guest. What about in here?
Only camera in the kitchen is the one mounted on the call terminal. The console took a snap image when the witness ran in to contact emergency services.
May I see it?
Not unless you scrape the witness's face off the pic first.
Don't tempt me. This is where the emergency call was made. What time did the call go out?
8:04 p.m. Before you ask, the witness left the parlor at 8:03 p.m. Not enough time for them to alter the scene.
I wasn't going to ask that. When did the medics arrive?
8:08 p.m., remember?
Hell of a response time for a penthouse. Private EMS came by air?
Yeah, they landed on the VTOL pad you saw outside. Took him to Gatesfield. The very best if you can afford it. Looking around here, seems like he could afford a lot.
He got his insurance through his employer, just like most people.
Fiducia's Executive Plan 4 isn't like most people, Counselor.
He had executive level? Not like most people at all. Messy workspaces, but a pristine kitchen. David was a good cook, but only for others. Unless he had a guess, he'd happily eat instant ramen and protein bars for all 3 meals. Or 2. Or 1.
Kitsu Core?
Shut the fuck up. Hey,
Kitsukor.
hey,
Kitsukor.
capillary, shut the fuck up. I'll fucking kill you.
You were so proud of yourself for
you,
eating.
first?
You were so proud of yourself for eating 2 meals today.
Shut the fuck up. I'll kill you.
Hee
Don't fucking expose me as Twitch like this, you piece of shit.
hee.
No signs of food prep to be found. Not so much as cheese board. So, whoever this guest was, they must have shown up unannounced. 3 unwashed dishes. And a single glass. Reyes, these dishes haven't been scanned for prints yet.
And?
And I just assume you might want to do your job.
Yeah, there are prints. Most match the victim. But there's also... The animation in her eye is so funny looking. When you
I
actually
love that she
look
has
at
a
it
vein
close.
coming out of her fucking wrist. Hmm?
Hey! Don't sneak up on me like that.
All I did was walk over to you.
You knocked over the salt, Edene.
Focused on the task at hand.
Didn't realize tunnel vision was a selling point on your mod.
Edene, the salt.
As I was saying, the witness's prints are on that glass.
That glass in the sink? They were drinking from cups in the parlor. Did you see a glass on camera?
No.
So when did they touch this glass?
You need to toss it over your shoulder.
Witness must have thought about giving the guy some water, but he would have just choked on it if they had tried. What, you think this glass was the murder weapon?
It's bad luck, Edene.
Whacked him on the back of the head so fast it went between video frames?
Yes. That's genius. You should go through the footage frame by frame to prove your theory.
Bleh.
Nah. Mature.
It's bad luck. It's bad
What
luck.
have you been going on about? Salt? Huh? Shouldn't a machine be above petty superstition?
It's not a superstition. It is an ancient wisdom.
Give me one logical reason to care then.
If too much salt spills onto your food, it'll make you gag.
Oh, I can think of other things to make people gag. Maybe it's on me for setting the bar too low there. Can we inspect the salt? Nah. Damn.
Nope.
David's fridge. Normally I wouldn't go poking in the pantry at a crime scene, but this was a poisoning. Some white wines chilling in the drawers, real cheap liquor stuffed into the icebox. Old habits. Reyes, you said he left the parlor and came back with that whiskey from the basement?
Huh? That's what the cams show, yeah.
There's plenty to drink right here, and unlike the cabinet downstairs, it's actually cold. He must have wanted Rose River in particular. What's that look for? You hungry?
I am an android. I do not get hungry. Are you being sarcastic?
Only mostly. I thought you said you required organic nourishment.
I do ingest organic substances, but that doesn't mean I experience hunger as you do.
So, when you don't ingest organic substances for a long time, you...
I become tired.
What a great feature.
And when I'm done digesting, I
don't need to know.
You've now had the chance to survey the crime scene.
Yeah.
So do you think you would know what happened?
Detective, is his body still at the hospital morgue?
Yeah, he's at Gatesfield, along with 100 noble megs who have all called dibs.
Then I'll just have to cut in line. Sarah, get me a ride to Gatesfield Memorial. What? You can do that, can't you?
Blink, blink.
I can,
But
I need your payment information to get started.
Yeah, okay. Understood. On my way down.
got it.
Sync complete.
Set pickup for 10 minutes should be plenty.
The crowd down there seems to have gotten quite large. 10 minutes to reach the pickup spot may be an ambitious target, Adonai.
How bad can it be?
She's
That's
just
fine.
doing what comes naturally.
Yes. As I approach the lobby's exit, the building's soundproofing begins to fail. The crowd has gotten bigger, but there's something else happening out there. The energy's not panicked yet, but it's creeping up on the tipping point. Are this many people pissed at Noble for selling androids? The hell's got them all so excited? Tap, tap, tap.
Adonai, what does that symbol mean?
Well, you see, Sarah, that's a swastika.
Stop. Oh my god. Honey. Capri.
I'm sorry.
In this rabble, probably something vulgar. Which one?
That heart with a bullet hole?
I don't know. It's probably nothing.
Based on net associations, it appears to be a symbol for the heartbreak killer.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why would that freak have a symbol? Or a following? Or these... whatever these people are. And why the hell would they be outside David Asher's apartment?
Because Noble's trying to cover up the truth!
Oh, Lord.
Those Megs in there are scrambling to shred every document they can! We need to stick together for a perimeter and try to catch them when they go to dump the scraps!
I hate how good you are at this. Sarah?
What are you hoping to find?
Proof that Asher was killed for trying to blow the whistle!
Blow the whistle? On Heartbreak?
Noble doesn't want to know that the A-16 is sentient and homicidal.
You think that Heartbreak is an android?
You think whoever did all that was human? Noble's advanced prototype went amok and started killing.
Started killing random people.
Don't be a lamb, it only looks random. There's a clear pattern as long as you're smart enough to see past the bullshit.
Oh. Okay.
Did someone knock on Joy's door? Oh my god,
we're knocking
she's
at the door.
spinning! I didn't know that was her, muted
Yeah,
or
that's her
deafened.
mute portrait.
I love it. Holy shit. She's spinning.
Very funny.
She lives in Spain without the A. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. And how does one see past the bullshit?
Sorry, oh my
Oh,
fucking
there she
god,
is.
sorry.
Hi.
Hi, dear.
I had a package coming, sorry, I had to go.
That's
for 2
okay.
seconds.
That's okay.
Oh, was that
we
a Traxxas
were
package arriving?
Yes.
Which one?
The Stream Deck,
Fuck
Delightful.
yeah.
which means I gotta spend all day setting it up.
That's fun.
That's a tomorrow issue or a tonight issue. I don't fucking know.
That's a tonight issue.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
can I
we,
get
we
the
were
line again?
we were gushing over your delightful model that when you're muted, how it just spins. Anyway.
And how does one see past the bullshit?
Stop engaging.
Smart kid, she gets it. She's asking the right questions.
What the hell are you talking about?
Fuck! Ow!
No way those victims weren't relatable. Weren't relatable? Weren't related. It's gotta be deniable ops. They must all have
That's a
been in
new term.
DO together before getting their records bleached. Then as soon as they've outlived their usefulness...
What are you, nuts?
Jesus.
Everyone knows the first 6 HK got to were the 6 prototypes that came before him. One engineering's so perfect, no one can tell the diff. Bullet to the heart's the only way to kill those other over-engineered freaks.
Everyone's got a goddamn opinion.
Amazing. Anyway, to the terms, deniable ops. Deniable, a fictional classification for clandestine state actions that need not be taken responsibility for because plausible deniability and military disinformation efforts create enough confusion that every party involved, even the victims, can spin the outcome to suit their own needs. No such designation exists. They're a common recurring concept in online conspiracy theories, often used to wave away questions about why supposedly explosive events are never reported on through the media or addressed by world governments. It's also commonly claimed that deniable ops make ample use of private military contractors in order to further distance governments from the political ramifications of their military actions.
Conspiracy theories are no laughing matter. If you're worried that someone you know might be being indoctrinated or spreading misinformation themselves, you can report them to the state at our non-confidential portal here.
And then subpoena, we know what a fucking subpoena is. Preliminary hearing, yeah, obvious.
We know what that is too. Dead obvious.
I see.
Stop seeing, start moving. These people are insane.
Why don't you eat some more corn slop, asshole? You think you could be the cyberpunk without ever thinking for yourself?
Well, no,
You think
because
it's a
I didn't get
coincidence
killed by
that
that
there
guy
must be
named
some
Matt.
working on Harco crops? They're putting something in the food!
Jesus.
Those people. Heartbreak. This is...
A goddamn
Hydrate.
embarrassment. The hell am I paying taxes for if the state can't shut this shit down? Uh-oh.
What about you, Adonai? What do you think about this heartbreak figure?
They're just a murderer. Should be caught and sentenced like any other murderer.
And you have a terrible poker face.
She's fine.
But they must have some reason for doing such terrible things. Aren't you curious?
That's because this isn't her poker face, this is the sight of a woman dissociating.
Yeah.
Why? Are some reasons for committing murder better than others?
They might have experienced trauma or abuse. They might have...
Millions of people experience trauma and abuse every day. Millions. And yet, there's only one heartbreak.
Well, you see, sweetie, Mommy is a serial killer
sorry.
because her coworker is really fuckable, but I also hate her.
Well, you think that they were just born that way?
That's my guess.
That's...
Unsatisfying.
sad.
Fucking pity me, you freak.
I don't see why it would be.
If Heartbreak was born like that, then they never had a chance to be anything else.
If Heartbreak was born like that, then none of us normal people would ever have to worry about turning out like them.
That kind of predestination, it means they never have to take responsibility for what they are.
The state can make them take responsibility. As soon as they catch them.
You make it sound so trivial. They're a very dangerous serial killer.
Just a serial killer.
Just?
If HK shot someone every day, it would take them 1,132 years and about 11 months.
In order to have killed
413,789 people.
You did that in your head?
I'm good at mental math.
He's probably done this math before.
Yep.
You counted the leap years.
Oh no!
Well, that's just
But-
a matter of doing, instead of 365, you use 365.25.
I mean,
Quarter.
yeah, but this isn't a matter of like seconds.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's still impressive.
But what is the significance of that number?
Deaths within 18 months of the Blake Fort industrial disaster. What the fuck's the Blake Fort industrial disaster?
That is something we actually need a term for.
Well, we were
fuck
on the
is it?
page and you closed it.
What? Oh, was it
We
an
were on the
article?
page.
No, you were on. It wouldn't. It would
it was a
automatically open
term.
it.
Oh,
It
fuck.
automatically opened and you closed it.
God damn it.
Yeah, if you open terms right as it opens.
I thought it was just the last term we looked at.
No.
Congestion ahead. We're currently limiting traffic related to this particular search due to a large number of edits coming in from net addresses outside your country's borders. We're proud to fight along variable user country in combating disinformation by foreign actors like those in variable user adversary latest. You can read more about how and why this collaboration works here. Tired of running into slowdown? So are we, but maintaining a secure data border takes resources. Contact your representative and explain why you think the national data security budget needs to be expanded using our Easy Right form here. So we don't know what it is.
Oh, fun. Times that number by 2 for the injuries, tack on another 183% for the birth defects. 413,000 dead, and there wasn't anything evil about it. Just human error, some shoddy welding, and time.
So you think that Heartbreak is nothing? By comparison. Perhaps that is the problem then. If they're nothing, if they represent nothing, then they can stand for whatever the crowd wants them to.
Please make way. Officials are coming through. Please disperse.
Oh, what?
This has to be Joy.
I'm not.
Thank you.
I'm-
Damn. Keep walking, pigs!
Fascist!
No belongs
No,
to the
no,
cops!
the cops!
Who's taking over London since Lila is not here?
Only the cops they build in their factories.
Very funny. Why are we tolerating this shit?
You want me to wade into the crowd with a nightstick? Prove them wrong?
You know what I mean. We're the only people in this city trying to do some goddamn good, and they all just... That's just part of our job, detective. No offense, ma'am, but wearing a police badge earns you a little more hate than... Do they give prosecutors badges? I have an ID for the parking garage. Does that count?
They do if it's
Depends. You ever hesitate to wear it in the open?
This moral relativism of yours seems like a strange philosophy for someone in your profession, Adane.
Evil fucking grin.
breaking out the thesaurus on me. Those two words next to each other are very hard. I'm only being realistic and humble. I'm just one woman, Sarah. Whatever I do, right or wrong, it's less than a percent. It's less than a percent rounding error in the great scheme of things.
Do you tell that to your clients?
No, but they come to appreciate it when I win.
I don't mean cops in particular. The same deal applies to anyone who works for the state. The terms are stark, but the ink dried a long time ago, and we all agreed to them.
I don't recall voting for it.
Well, not voting is how these things come to pass, so we traded
Looking at
freedom
you,
for
Internet.
safety, individual rights for collective power. The state won, the citizens lost. Very least we can do is take their criticisms head on. Look, I don't have a problem with the responsibilities of authority,
Only with the authority being challenged.
but they treat us like we're the bad guys. Well, sometimes we are. Sometimes the law is wrong.
So if any given individual is too small to ever affect change,
So if the public's gonna hate us no matter what we do,
and if corporations and governments will trample over people the same regardless of their character,
and we can't even be sure we're doing the right thing,
what do you do, Adane?
hell do we do?
I think it's pretty simple.
Not as complicated as you think.
In times like these,
In a world like this,
the only logical way to live is
the only moral way to act is
do
do
whatever it takes to win.
I wish that could have been in actual unison
Same.
on the stream.
Yeah. God. If I'm insignificant in the grand scheme of things, I can do my worst and no one will notice.
This is a little bit loud. I have to... If power is inherently evil, holding back won't save your soul.
Just fight with both barrels.
Trust the opposition to do the same. Winner takes all.
Winner takes all.
God damn it, I hate the...
You have a dog?
Ruff,
Yeah.
ruff, ruff.
Hmm.
She is very loud.
Do you have a name?
Phoebe.
Oh, that's a cute name. Thank you. You're a lifesaver. And next time that Bridezilla texts you, just turn your phone off. Chatty guy. Must have been due to go on break. When he tried and failed to find a witness's medical record, his data pad had the name blacked out. I did see that they have Caduceus Executive 3. More expensive than David's, which means they most likely...
How did you do that?
Hmm?
You need to hold the button to get the cloak.
Oh, fuck.
That's Morgan.
You need to hold the button to get the doors to close faster. Mashing does nothing.
That is not what I meant. There were many others who arrived before us. How did you get us down here so quickly?
Well, I didn't do anything. Who's that nurse who escorted us?
Yes, but you managed to get a stranger like him to help you with so few words, so little information. I don't think you even gave him your name.
Haven't you heard of the golden rule? Oh, she's Sparkle Eye.
Of course I have. Treat others how you would want to be treated.
Wrong.
Hmm.
Treat others how they would want to be treated. He wanted someone he could vent to. He wanted someone to pay attention to him, and he wanted to feel appreciated. which means he'd be eager to help given the chance.
Even just reading someone's mood is quite difficult. How can you know how another person wants to be treated?
There are no mind readers. No one can ever know anything about what anyone's thinking. Maybe not even themselves. Doesn't matter if they're your parent, your twin, your lover. It'll always be a gamble.
That is not a very comforting sentiment.
Well, I think it's fun.
Only because you're good at it. Only because you're good at it. How did you get good at it?
Same as anything. Observation and practice.
You must have been observing and practicing for a very long time, then.
Are you calling me old, Clanker?
Don't.
Yes.
No.
You're like 50 at least, right?
I'm like 30. What the fuck is your problem?
So we proceed down the hall, bear left, look for the fourth door.
I'm gonna open the one that says morgue on it. Oh, it's the lady. Go ahead, take her.
Yes. Oh, hey. Come on in. Don't stand out there in the... Cold wouldn't be accurate.
Hey, lady.
Sorry about the chill in here, but I run a little hot.
Hey, lady.
She's so hot. And you can see my roommates never complain. Yumi Sato, medical examiner.
Yeah.
Not terms as profiles.
Yes.
Date of birth, March 3rd. Hey, that's my blood type. She's a medical examiner. She likes accessories, reality TV, and palm readings. She doesn't like social media, dress codes, I can see that, or ebooks. She loves to make new playlists. She hates to throw out old clothes. She's most proud of her weekly meal prep.
And crap. Happy. Dr. Sato. Just the lady I wanted to see. Though I didn't expect that I'd get to.
No, not same birthday, same, blood type.
Yeah. Pepper was born in January.
Yeah.
The arm. The fact that they've assigned a medical examiner, not some ad or junior, means...
Oh, you can just call me Yumi. And you're...
Morgan. I represent the deceased.
The deceased? Oh, the deceased. Asher D. Wait, really? That's, weird. I thought this time slot was scheduled for a group of noble PR people who...
I know. Weird, right?
Oh, what the hell do I know? I was getting tired of hosting Megs anyway. I gotta finish typing out this report before we talk shop. But in the meantime, feel free to make yourself at home.
In the morgue.
In the morgue.
I love Yumi so much. She is so hot.
So hot. What's this?
Do you like the voice I'm doing for her?
Maybe.
Shut
up.
Gay.
What's this? The hospital's getting renamed? No, guess it's some other hospital that got snapped up.
Hospital renamed to Think Ikaria Family. In a ribbon-cutting ceremony held uptown today, Potter Memorial Hospital was formally renamed the Northeastern Ikaria Medical Complex in recognition of the family's incredibly generous donations over the last several years. It's the latest in a string of philanthropic efforts by the family to result in a name change after they paid for the renovations to the orchestra hall and the retrofitting of what used to be known as the Scout Arena. It wasn't so long ago that the Ikaria were better known for drawing blood than donating it. Back before the 50s, they had a fearsome reputation for cutthroat business practices that had their business rivals going so far as to accuse them of involvement with organized crime. After the founding of Rennigan Medical over 25 years ago and its subsequent sale, the Ikaria have moved out of the business world and into the upper echelons of society that are sometimes mockingly referred to as the neobility, a generation of newly minted aristocrats born from the unique and chaotic economics of the mid-21st century and the Red Decade. When asked her opinion on those who'd label her family House Icaria at the hospital's renaming ceremony, Renegade board member Mireille Icaria had this to say. In this country, anyone can make a name for themselves so long as they're willing to put in the work. Mock new money all you want, but the truth is that success is all about reinventing yourself, and the only ones uncomfortable with that are, we're working hard to print out the rest of your article, character by character. It's tough work, but we'd be able to go about it a lot faster if you'd leave a tip. Want to drop your payment info in the jar?
Really? The Icaria. Guess they weren't always in the same line of work.
Dell, yes, I do have Old Bay in my household. I'm from Maryland, of course I do.
I have Old Bay in my dining hall. Now they're plastering their name wherever to get themselves a new image?
Say new image.
Oh, the Neobility are eager to prop their image wherever they can. But that must go double for the Icarias. Assuming the truth about their criminal past is anywhere close to the rumors. It's a lot of screens. There's gotta be diminishing returns on productivity.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Why do you have so many monitors, ma'am?
You can't just ask someone that.
Good question. Every quarter when they need to do inventory and budgeting, they ask me if I need anything, and I never do, so I submit a blank form. But I guess a while back there was a +1 in a spreadsheet somewhere, and no one's ever corrected it, and so... boom, and I get 4 new monitors every year.
Oh my god!
Do you run out of things to use
Give
them
me
for?
some.
Sometimes. But this year I've started running 2 dramas at once when I'm doing rote work, which helps.
Watching 2 television shows at the same time helps you do rote work.
Helps me use up the screens. I see!
What you working on, hun? Oh, shit.
Are these all dead bodies?
Capper, you have such a huge rack. It has Old Bay. That probably is in my house. Because I think I know exactly where that photo would be taken. And that
God
is my kitchen.
Is it the... I don't think it was a photo. I think it was the video of her smoking that fucking lollipop. God damn it. I hate it here. Zappy, stop doxing us. We read the line already.
Fuck,
Yeah.
No, that hit by accident because I was, using one of my emotions. I'm laughing so hard because Dell is like, yo, Old Bay on the spice rack! Anyway.
One would hope so.
I only meant that I'm surprised to see them stored here. It suggests a backlog, which suggests a higher murder rate than the public data would lead one to suspect.
Do you only examine bodies for the police, Doctor?
Oh, I wish. Nah, most of my job involves confirming COD on natural deaths or insurance adjustments. Fuck, I'm really bad with my fucking words today.
It's okay, you're doing your best.
Insurers want to blame the mod for failing. Mod makers want to blame the stiff for not exercising enough. Family says the company insurance plan would pay for mods, but not a gym membership. Yeah, that old wall there's a suspected defective liver mod, suspected leaking internal biobatteries, suspected CCIC.
Fuck is CCIC?
Climate change-induced complications.
What the hell? You can prove that climate change contributed to an otherwise natural death?
Very, very rarely. If it can be proved, what does that mean for the family of the deceased? Plus or minus 14% on the life insurance payout. I mean, it's most of what I do, and I don't dislike my job, it's just... so much of what I do boils down to telling a bunch of cheapskates how to split the dead man's bill. It's enough to make homicide feel like a breath of fresh air.
You finishing up over there? We were just talking to her 2 seconds ago.
Alright, okay. So what's up?
Thank you for your time, Dr. Sato. My first question would be,
What was the cause of death?
don't interrupt me ever again.
Oh, wow. Hi there. Cute android. I didn't even realize it was really cute. The skin is... That's remarkable. Even just looking close, you can tell. They really are warm.
She works with cold people all day, so she's very interested.
I need to have this not be happening to me on the stream right now.
Ha ha ha
Still
ha.
not quite
Shut
human
the
body temperature, but they've come a long way.
fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up,
The
shut
early
the fuck up.
gens all look flushed, like they were always running a fever. And they ran like it too. Even 2 years ago, the average warm android only lasted.
Sorry, but the circumstances surrounding this particular case call for expediency.
Right. So what can I tell you?
Your phone number, what you're doing later. You know, the police mentioned a talk screen.
Yeah, that's the thing. They ran a talk screen when he first arrived. Typical diagnostic intake procedure. Based on the emergency call, they figured he must have overdosed on something. But the talk screen gave them nothing.
It's something they didn't know to test for.
After he died, we performed the broadest screenings possible. Nothing.
So you were forced to conclude that this was a natural death.
I didn't give up that easy. I took blood samples and compared their makeup with what was on record in his previous medical history. And I managed to isolate a single non-naturally occurring chemical compound that wasn't there before.
What was it? Some exotic toxin from a different hemisphere?
I wish. I ran it through every available database we have access to. And even a few I only sort of have access to through some friends. Not only does it not match any known poison, it doesn't match the chemical makeup of any registered compound.
So a designer drug, huh?
That seems to be the best explanation.
What the hell did you do, David?
You said it didn't match any registered compound. What about compounds that aren't registered?
Those friends of yours, private sector folks?
Yeah, in pharmaceuticals.
If one of them patented a new compound, new drug, what would keep its formula from going on the record? Sarah doing the think.
In the private sector, intellectual piracy is the norm, so you're expected to protect your research aggressively.
Patent first, find a use later.
Yep. A patient would have to at least describe your compound in brief, but a patent would have to at least describe your compound in brief, but depending on what country you file in. I've heard it may be considered prudent to keep the actual chemical makeup off the record.
Smart. Using international IP law as your own personal minefield.
How so?
Whenever you're ahead, patent as much as you can, as fast as you can, but bury the formulae so no one knows where it's safe to walk. Anybody small and ambitious comes along, finds a new drug they're excited about, you flip up your card, let them know you came up with the idea years ago. Yo, Morgan plays Yu-Gi-Oh! And that'll give... And that you'll give them a death by 1,000 court dates if they so much as blink. Wouldn't work on anyone your size or bigger. They could punch back, but for the rest of the field...
Wow. Wow. You corporate lawyers are scary. You corporate lawyers are scary.
I'm not a corporate lawyer.
So you came up with that strategy just now? So it's possible that this poison is actually a known substance, something that the hospital could have easily identified.
If it wasn't considered a trade secret.
I think we need to kill the rich.
Eat the rich. Yes, indeed. Eat the rich, Sarah.
Yes, unfortunately, that is a possibility.
Still, just because a drug is new, that doesn't mean it's original.
Does the effect that this compound had remind you of any other drug? Maybe one that's prescription only, or a controlled substance? One you might know by a different name, but with a patented structure? Sorry, sweetheart. It's a general depressant. There are a lot of drugs that could have that effect on the body, and they come in all shapes and sizes from all kinds of places.
I hate that your voice has this effect on me. If the effect was unremarkable, what about its strength? Shut up, Capri! I've read the line already. Could you estimate how much of this stuff he had in his body all told?
Not precisely, no. Not without detailed knowledge on its half-life, but I'd guess that it must have been about 20 milligrams. Is 20 milligrams a lot?
Not for medicine, so this wasn't just an overdose of something relatively harmless then.
No, if 20 milligrams was enough to crash it. No, not if 20 milligrams was enough to crash its entire nervous system.
Were you able to determine the cause of death?
Well, cause of death, sure, we got that much figured out at least.
Why doesn't that sound particularly reassuring?
Dr. Asher died of respiratory failure. Not enough oxygen in the blood, not enough blood going to the brain. Root cause being widespread depression of the central nervous system.
What would the symptoms be? What would it have looked like?
I hydrate.
Tap tap.
Lightheadedness, followed by dizziness. Then headaches, slurred speech, exhaustion. Loss of consciousness, and finally respiratory arrest. Reports show that EMTs tried intubation and then resuscitation through electric stimulation repeatedly. By the time he got to the emergency room, they were desperate enough to attempt direct artificial blood oxygenation. But it was too late. And you're certain of all this? Oh, well, most of it, sweetheart.
I love how nice she is to Sarah. It's very cute. Most of it.
Yeah, it's turned into quite the puzzle, and I'm used to having more puzzle pieces to start with. I was surprised to see a man as rich and famous as him didn't have any kind of biomes, but his files show.
Biomonitor, wearable technology or implanted mods that monitor or provide feedback on vital signs.
Oh, it's a life alert.
No, a life alert is a button you wear that you have to physically press.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
It's like next to one. It wasn't a viable candidate for modding.
Yeah, that's right. Without that kind of first-hand tech, we don't have nearly as much data as we'd like. But he was extensively monitored from the moment the EMTs arrived. We're very certain about our conclusion.
Did you find anything on you? Taeyeon, did you find anything else unusual about his body in your examination? Cuts or bruises?
No injection sites, nothing in any cavities.
Nothing at all, huh? Thank you, Yumi.
Of course. So, You ready to view the body? We could skip it if you want. I know most people get squeamish around corpses.
Yeah, that. Shouldn't be a problem.
Okay then, let's get started.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Nope.
Alright, I'll just step out for a moment to give you some privacy.
Yes, please. Thank you. Last time we talked was on a Sunday. You were complaining. I remember that. It's the principle of the matter. Right, you had ordered this cheap piece of shit sculpture or something by mistake. And it came damaged, and you wanted to send it back for a refund. I gently reminded you how, with your salary, it was literally not worth your time. And I kindly offered to throw it out for you since you're always having so much trouble letting go. You're only offering because you want to see how loud it sounds shattering at the bottom of my trash can. I denied it, even though you were right and it was obvious. I should have let you have that one.
I thought that he would look different.
Hmm?
But he looks exactly the same as I remember. His skin is pale, and he's very still. But his face is the same. His hair, his hands.
You were expecting something more drastic?
The last time I saw him, he was alive. He smiled and he told me he would see me soon. Now he is dead. Something is gone. And I can't find the difference. I'm trying to look harder. But I think I might just not be capable of it. And I wonder why. Why was I created to not be capable?
Could be an issue of skill.
Skill issue! Fucking
Skill
skill
issues,
issue!
Sarah. Or maybe it's not something that can be seen no matter how hard you look. But it's there. I guarantee it. I've seen them transition enough times to be sure that between life and death, the distinction has significance. To the dead, at the very least. Tap, tap, tap.
You're going to smoke here? Now?
I'll pay the fine.
That's not the issue.
Were you expecting me to fall to pieces? Real boys grieve in all kinds of ways, Pinocchio.
And some don't grieve at all, it seems.
I'm a cold woman. Sorry to disappoint. The hell? Why the hell won't this thing light?
Adonai, you have your cigarette backwards. Could be an issue of skill.
You piece of shit!
Fakest I don't give a fucker of all time.
Truly.
Real.
Alright, that's back into cold storage for him. So, need anything else?
Your number immediately. Can you send me the chemical makeup of that compound you isolated?
Sure, for what it's worth. Let me just...
It's got carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen with hexagonal structures.
Hexagonal. It's an
Fine,
organic
hexagonal.
compound.
So it's organic, but there's a number of metallic elements too. And if you had to speculate on its intended use based on what we know of its structure?
Well, it certainly acted like a depressant, binding to receptor pathways and affecting the balance of neurotransmitters reuptake. Reuptake.
Depressants are pretty rare in the designer drug scene.
True, people are always looking for a higher high, or just a crazier trip, but more powerful depressant will just make you fall asleep. Not much need to hit up the gray market for that kind of experience.
Right? No, there's not. I see.
So an extremely powerful depressant is most likely intended to be poison.
Yeah, man. You got it. Thanks again. You've been extremely helpful during a very difficult time.
Hey, anything you need, give me a ring.
That's very generous.
Set Rockford's orders. Rockford's orders have got me on call, so I'm already getting overtime for this whole weekend. For the whole weekend.
Glad to hear it.
Goodbye, Yumi. And goodbye to you, Greenie.
I'm dying.
My name is Sarah. Nice to meet you, Sarah.
I love flirting with myself.
You could have been flirting with Lila if she was here.
I know, I'm still I'm decimated about that, but hi.
Well, guess that means you have to come back for our Chapter 2 playthrough. Up on ramps and down off ramps, above skywalks and under tram lines. The buildings get progressively more polished as we head into the most economically developed part of the city. Corporate territory. National headquarters for the likes of Howe Industries, Lockcoon?
I guess.
Tethys, Nath. Each of them sheltering their own micro-city of employee accommodations beneath their skyscraper shadows. Whalefall. The entirety of the ocean floor coming together to feast and grow and live. Live off the fetid, rotted fat of leviathans that swallow generations of people by the mouthful.
Weight is commonly listed, and my height is...
That says weight.
Wait, fuck. Do I really have to disclose that?
Noble lays claim to one of the largest shadows in the city, the towering nerve center for the whole nation's android industry. It's meant to be intimidating, I'm sure, but today I'm glad that Noble keeps such a sizable physical presence here. I need answers about David, and his work on Sarah. Answers that I never get browsing the company website or speaking to a representative.
Synopsis. Relationships. There are typically trivia sections as well. Should I start there?
Noble will have their guard up, of course, but even that will tell me something. Where they let me walk, who they let me talk to. I just dropped a screwdriver on the floor.
History.
Their efforts at performative transparency and clumsy obfuscation, well...
How did you know my father?
What?
I'm sorry. Did I interrupt your brooding?
No. What did you ask?
My
No,
father. I know you were
Okay.
his friend, but what was your relationship like?
Can't you just scroll through our socials?
Father avoided social media. And your online presence is... not significant.
You saying I don't have enough followers?
Essentially.
You're fucking unpopular on Instagram, Adonai. Get fucked.
Adonai, you have 10 followers. You
That's
fucking suck at this shit.
You haven't even made affiliate, Adonai. Jesus. We went to the same college.
Yeah, I know. I was reading chat. Okay, so this game takes...
Okay.
Crazy Pinocchio is still a relevant reference in this world. That or Morgan is doing the equivalent of referencing Sisyphus or ancient Greek poetry in a sentence. To be fair, that's really
we
not
do
that unusual.
reference Greek poetry and
We
all
do
that
constantly reference that shit. And like
shit.
I
Yeah,
would
that is
also,
still
imagine
referenced.
Also, like, 150 years is not really a super long... Like, that... Like,
it's not that long.
Yeah, the story... the story's old as fuck as well, like, not even just disregarding the fucking... Because it was a story before it was a Disney movie, I want to say
Yeah.
that.
We
Yeah,
know.
it originated in 1881, so it's already over 100 years old.
Like,
Yeah.
realistically, assuming no, like, terrible health complications, most, if not all, of the people in this call will be theoretically alive by the time this game takes place. We'll be old as fuck, but we'll be alive. Possibly.
Yeah, I mean, there's an old person who's Gen Alpha.
Exactly.
Yep.
But we'll just be a bit older.
Yeah.
You studied programming? You studied programming?
No, I studied all kinds of different things as an undergrad, but not technology.
Is that a good way to prepare for law school?
I wasn't preparing for law school. Or anything else, really.
Hmm?
David, though, he had talent, and he knew he wanted to do something with it. He studied programming, robotics, discrete math, cybernetics. Del, go to hell.
What classes did you share then?
Joy, can I get a line read on Dell's most recent chat, please?
6-7, Morgan. 6-7.
Awful. Just awful. Business ethics. I was the second best student in the class, and he...
Was the first. Was the first.
He was the one who asked the most questions. Not sure about his actual ranking. He found the course challenging, and I clearly didn't, despite being younger. Guess he felt burned. He'd come up to me after class to argue, and sometimes to ask for help.
Father always liked to talk. Oh, Father always talked about socializing like it was a chore.
Me.
Oh,
Yeah, you
It
have
was kind
another
of you
line.
to give him a chance.
What, like I was some kind of social butterfly? The belle of the ball?
You weren't.
You weren't the belle of the ball, Adonai?
No
What gave it
wonder.
away?
I
What
can't
gave it away?
imagine you having any
Magnetic-
friends.
Jesus Christ!
Burned.
What gave it away? My magnetic personality? One Sunday night, he knocked on my door, all panicked, saying he was in bad shape for this tech course. There was a midterm or something the next day. I couldn't make heads or tails of the material, but I did my best to at least quiz him. He wasn't satisfied, though. Wanted to cram the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm. Father had to cram? Father had to cram for an undergraduate midterm?
Your father was fucking stupid, Sarah. Did I say something scandalous?
He's been called the founder of modern programming.
Yeah, well, even founder types have a poor time management. Can have poor time management when they're 21. Hi. He was already fried by that point. Wasn't hard to tell what he was really asking for. So I went and stole a study aid for him.
You stole a controlled substance? Just to help him with studying.
No, that'd be insane. No, I just pocketed some breath mints from the common room. Told him to pinch his nose and swallow fast, because the taste is so strong.
You gave him a placebo.
He already knew the content as good as he ever would. What he needed was to sleep. He could barely keep his eyes open by the time I got back from my daring heist. Didn't take much convincing for him to rest his eyes just until it kicked in.
And the test?
B+, I think.
I'm surprised that father stayed close with you after that. You stole and lied to him.
I stole and lied for him. And David understood that. He was good at understanding things without me having to spell them out. Aww.
Unlike you.
I
But
have
I guess that's-
autism, Adame.
Yeah, and so did your father. Get over it. But I guess that's not the kind of thing that comes through
Sorry.
something programming. Anyway, we kept in touch after that. We kept in touch after Capri skipped my fucking line. First year of grad school, he published this paper.
The Turing Solution, a framework for programming adaptive linguistics heuristics.
One of his advisors came up with that title. David thought it was way too cocky, but
But it still hasn't failed any known Turing test in the years since.
turn in love. Don't act like you're the one who deserves credit for it. He called me one weekend asking for advice on how to handle all the attention. Job offers, interviews, apprenticeships, and invitations to immigrate.
What did you tell him?
I don't remember telling him anything, actually. A lot of our conversations went like that. He would talk to me about whatever personal or professional problem was stuck in his head that day, and I would nod while he wore himself out. And at the end of the conversation, he'd thank me, even though I hadn't offered a single word of advice. Morgan, I think you were the Stoops rubber duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He took Noble's offer, and they took over his education, paid him to work on his master's during the day and attend corporate training at night. And whatever else Noble may be, they were smart enough to start listening to him early.
Sorry, I'm trying to set up my fucking music player right now
Okay.
with the stream deck.
You're referring to his one-point doctrine.
Quality over quantity.
Simple and elegant, just like his code.
Simple and elegant. Anathema to a global corporation with supply chains designed for maximum capacity and just-in-time manufacturing. But obviously, they got over their distaste fast enough. In the span of a few years, Noble's gone from making manual labor ads for meager profit to being the world leader in intelligence as a service. Even as he was making money hand over fist, he still kept in contact with a nobody like me. Luigi, I'm gonna fucking get you. I moved-
Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. Half of that cut out, I'm sure.
It honestly only cut out at feel, I think.
Amazing.
I moved to the city for my apprenticeship. He helped me put a down payment on my apartment. Then made up excuses why he couldn't help me move boxes. So, is that enough detail for you? Thoroughly convinced that he and I were, in fact, friends?
I am. But
Sarah
Adame,
loading her response.
the favor that you owe him, what was it for?
That's private. Understand? I have zero interest in talking about it with you. Say you understand.
I understand, Adame. We will be arriving shortly. Should I send word ahead?
Just tell them David lawyer's here. Damn. Say you understand is a thing that I actually just say to people all the time.
It's us, heart emoji.
It's us. You hardly ever say you understand, though, because you're a bitch. Poke, poke. 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 Anyway, I've been here before. Sat right here in this lobby, waiting for David to come and treat me to lunch. At least I think it was this lobby. Could have been some other floor. Could have been an entirely different building. All these corporate towers of Babel feel like interchangeable fractals to me. folding in on themselves in patterns of narcissistic paranoia. So monumental in the scale of their hubris that they needed to use non-Euclidean geometry when drawing up the blueprints. Greatest mind of each generation coming together. Just to find the most expensive way to shove their heads up their asses.
Adonai, is something bothering you?
Just doing the math on how long we'll be kept waiting here. Apparently, someone will be here shortly. So maybe if I pass the time by glaring around the place, it'll improve my mood.
To think this is only one room. This complex is so massive that it doesn't even feel man-made. It's like it was carved out of the rock by waves, like it's always been here.
That's the con. If this place was actually natural, there'd be birds everywhere.
I hadn't considered that. Why aren't there birds in here?
Probably because of what they do to the ones that get in.
Mm.
I'm kidding. Though I don't have a better explanation. I do wish they had like a Danganronpa button that highlighted all of the stuff that you can look at.
They do have a button that automatically moves your mouse to the next item you can click on.
Okay. They changed the logo again.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba, Noble Electronics.
How's it feel stepping in here? Is this some kind of religious experience for you?
It's just the corporation where my father worked.
Careful now, or they'll burn you for heresy against the company.
You said it again. The company, as if it's a proper noun. You're mimicking the employees, aren't you?
So it can't obey simple orders, but it can pick up on that?
Is it just part of the corporate culture?
Noble's one of the biggest corporations there is. One of the biggest there's ever been. But we mere humans can't hope to escape the gravity of anything that size, no matter where you live or how far off the grid you think you are. So imagine what it's like working for them.
Hmm.
You live in company dorms, work in company quarters. Wherever you go, that logo's above your head. You eat, sleep, and breathe on Noble's timetable, and at its discretion. When you spend your whole life inside of it, Noble must feel big enough to be the only company there is.
So much energy. So many people. Also, intent.
You kidding? It's Saturday, the place is half empty.
But doesn't everyone work on Saturdays?
All the parents do, so they don't need to find childcare on Sunday. Everyone else flips a coin, I guess.
All these people for 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. What could they all possibly be doing?
Making work for themselves.
You can be very cynical, can't you?
What tipped you off?
Is it the dead eyes? Yeah, I'm terrible. But that guy over there's just been jiggling his cursor for the last 20 seconds.
Why do you have to be so fucking miserable all the time?
Because I live in a dystopia, my dear bitch.
Depressive disorder and no antidepressants, Sarah. Whoever comes to greatest better have a pulse and some goddamn authority. My mood's starting to sour. And if they just send me the first link in their infinite chain of corporate bureaucracy, I'll make them wish.
Who
See you, Cabri.
is this? Okay, Morgan?
Never mind. Do you want to take him since
I'll take him
Joy has been
because
everybody else
yeah,
this
Yeah.
because
session?
you two are this.
Yeah.
I'll be this guy.
Yeah. That's me.
Hey there, Android Manufacturing Quality Control, Eastern Division, Evan Dawes. Let's look up this guy. He's Chief Supervisor, Android Manufacturing Quality Control. He likes hammocks, calligraphy, and pale ale. He doesn't like first dates, conference calls, or 5 o'clock shadow. He's proud of his practiced handshake. He struggles with solving CAPTCHAs. Are you a robot?
Oh, no.
Hair starting to gray.
No, that's a man. He's just the most boring man that's ever existed, which means he's perfectly up your alley.
I don't know. Anyway.
Evan Dawes, he says. Like it's an afterthought. What's a name compared to your place in the corporate hierarchy?
You seem familiar. Have you?
I'm David's lawyer.
Oh, then we must have...
Apologies. Let me first just say how sorry I am about his passing. You and everyone else at the company must be going through a lot right now.
As if it's a proper noun.
Thank you for taking the time to meet with me.
You're welcome, but it's no big deal. Everyone's on the razor today, but what else is new? And compared to PR or legal right now, our workloads in QA are... Never mind, how can I assist you?
Shortly before his passing, Dr. Asher began the process of registering this android.
Yes, that is correct.
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to finish the job.
Look at that. Definitely custom.
Gee, you think? Good thing I sought out an expert.
Warm, it goes without saying. Reminds me of the A16 Premiere, if anything. The barcode
Haunting.
is clearly printed, no visible defects, but you're right, it doesn't correspond with anything we've got on file. Well, they sent you to the right man for the job. Now we just need to go to the right place.
Well, here's the thing, Luigi. Hating solving CAPTCHAs is different than being bad at them.
He's
Being
specifically
bad at them.
bad at them.
Yes, which is sad. Not far, I hope.
It's in the building.
In the building. That could mean anything from down the hall to half a day's hike.
Production line on B9 should have everything we need.
I'd imagine you do manufacturing inside your corporate headquarters?
B9's a fully functional production floor, but it was only built for demonstrative purposes. New clients make deals upstairs about how many and in what shape or size, then they come down to the basement to see how the sausage is made.
They have enough money to build a fake factory just for guests? Smart! So long as you're only giving tours and not giving away company secrets.
No need to worry about that. We take intellectual security very seriously around here.
No kidding. There are 11 different cameras on us at the moment that I can see. And who knows how many pairs of modded eyes are aimed our way. Clearly nothing happens without the almighty company knowing about it. Cue that one marketplace. Nope, after. So if they try to claim ignorance or about anything, it's gonna piss me off. Lead the way. Cue that one Markiplier song. We love the company. The company. It's been so long.
You solved the CAPTCHA and it still thought you were Robit.
Mm-hmm. Really?
It's actually not just how you solve it, they also look at like how your cursor moves and stuff.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
It really is fully furnished down here. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But it's pretty rare to get to see all this in person, you know? Would you mind terribly if I looked around for a moment?
No problem. I've got some prelim paperwork I need to handle anyway, so have at it.
I better take full advantage. I'll need more than cursory knowledge if I want to figure out where Sarah came from and why David wanted me to take custody. I'm gonna look around. You stay put in the meantime.
Adonai?
Wouldn't want to lose you among the rest of the merchandise.
Hmm.
Feels like I've seen this before. That's right. There's one in David's lab.
That's the nanograde elementary manufacturer. Nanofacturer for short. Real high quality piece of machinery, each of them built in-house by Randock Mechanics.
What does it do?
Nano-level flash fab. I guess
Flash
fabrication.
fabrication.
Manufacturing artificial microscopic compounds that utilizes parallel nesting to assemble billions of simple structures in millions or even seconds.
Nanomachines, son. Injects nanomachines into a cat girl.
Nothing that small can possibly leave that big of an ecological footprint.
No. You are wrong.
Basically a 3D printer for nanomachines.
You build nanomachines in your factory, in your factories, for your use in androids.
The raw materials are cheap, literally elementary, so no sense in getting them shipped in. It's mostly the medical models that make use of them. Inject a couple thousand nanites into a patient's bloodstream, run diagnostics, and provide a solution.
A 3D printer for nanomachines. So what kind of ink does it use?
Shit, that's my line. Silicon, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, building blocks. They feed into the nanoprinter, and it assembles the machines particle by particle.
Like a ribosome building structurally complex proteins out of chemically simple amino acids. Must be time consuming.
You would think, but Randock cracked the code on parallel microfacturing. The inside's crystalline, sprawling, like an ant's nest. Raw materials enter at one of the thousands of different entry points, combining and recombining at intersections. The finished product ends up at the center and drips out in a liquid solution. Distilled nectar swimming with millions of nanites in just 2 minutes.
Nectar? It's sticky?
It can be, depending on the desired output, but the door vacuum seals while it's cooking, so don't worry. It's completely spill-proof.
What a relief. Not exactly a box of paper clips David could have just brought home from the office one day. He must have bought his own, for some reason. So, a lot of those chemical... A lot of those
for
elements
making a designer drug.
Yeah, a lot of the things that were in there were in the actual drug.
That does make sense, considering they're basic and found in a lot of organic compounds.
Fair enough. There's something out there that caught my eye when we came in. A very familiar shade of crimson. If I squint through the glass, out there on the floor are temperature-controlled fluid tanks. Through glass and plastic flows an eye-catching scarlet that transitions into... So you add the blood towards the end?
You mean the oxidant? Yeah, relatively late in the process. Something out of place.
Androids have blood, even if it's not officially labeled as such, but it isn't red. It's pink. Sometimes milky, sometimes neon, occasionally garish, but pink. I just didn't think the oxidant would be red.
Oh, right. Sorry, I barely noticed it at this point. The color's natural. It comes from the biomanufacturing process. That chromofuge out there removes the byproducts, the waste, the excess pigment.
Changing it from blood red to psychopop pink.
Without that chromofuge, our android's flesh would come out looking all the wrong colors.
It may be true. It probably isn't, but it may be. But I have a simpler explanation. Blood is primal. The sight of it carries weight. They change the color of their product's blood so that when an android gets a bottle broken against its face, no one bats an eye. It seems to share some components with that coffin Sarah was napping in. If DAW's does quality assurance, is it some kind of android calibration device? It's probably what I'll use to register Sarah. Looks a little... Is Sarah tall enough for it to recognize her? This bitch 2 apples tall.
2 sauces long.
Mm-hmm. What have we got on this data pad? Some kind of write-up?
On the subject of Sullivan's Peak, much of our world today, and in fact much of our world's economy, is heavily influenced by the uncanny valley. The thought experiment provides a simple and easily applied explanation for the gaps we see in the otherwise wide spectrum of automated dependence that assist us in nearly every industry on the planet. There's a very simple primal truth to it. We like things that resemble the living, like cartoons and puppets and toys, and we like things that are damn near indistinguishable from the living, like whatever name Noble's latest products are being sold under. But there are deep, deep trenches between those two ends, where products are universally appalling to human sensibility. The uncanny valley will no doubt remain a useful tool for teaching, marketing, and design for generations to come, but already we are seeing ways in which it fails. It is becoming increasingly clear to us that the space between nearly indistinguishable and truly indistinguishable is much wider than we ever suspected, and it may not be the only part of the map that we must fear. I propose we bridge these gaps in knowledge by looking to the speculative fiction of Robert J. Sullivan, who in his most well-known work, Equal Under One Sky, described a concept which thereafter has been called Sullivan's Peak. Through the lens of his characters and their so very divided world, Sullivan demonstrates that the uncanny valley does in fact have its own peak on the other side, a point past which making an artificial existence any more human in its features serves only to make the user experience more uncomfortable, more difficult, and more fraught with moral pitfalls. Once you reach Sullivan's Peak, traveling any further only has diminishing returns. The implications of this idea are far-reaching. We will very soon reach a point at which the designers of ads can only make their creations less lifelike or less likable, a hard stopping point for technological process. What then, we must ask? Oh, looks like you forgot to sign into this device. Drop your thumbprint below and we'll get you squared away so you can keep reading. Fucking Midwestern. Are Joy or Captain shorter? Joy is shorter than me.
Joy
by a considerable amount.
Joy is 4 foot and some change.
I think not
How
just
much does that
change.
It's
A
like
little
4'7",
shy of
right?
5 foot, right?
4'7".
She's just shy of 5 foot, and I'm 5'4", so I've got at least
I'm
4 inches on.
5'9".
Oh, honey,
He's so
don't lie to
little.
people. Try again. What's your actual height?
Wait, did I say 5?
You did?
Oh, I meant 4.
Oh boy.
She is 4'9". She is much smaller than me.
You are the shortest person that I have ever met, and I have a full 1.25 feet on you.
I think I know somebody shorter. She is a very tiny Indian lady. Anyway.
Actually, Joy might be the same height as my great-grand. Are they passing it around as a gag, or are they actually afraid of Sullivan's Peak around here? Noble must be...
No, I guess they're dismissive. Damn.
Shit.
Oh, maybe not.
Hey! If there's any indication of where their androids are headed, I could see some people getting uncomfortable. What's being built out there?
Top of the line, brand new bestsellers. The Animate 16. Warm.
Looks kind of cold out there.
We keep the factory floor refrigerated. Slows the organic's already tuned metabolic activity to a minimum.
That explains why the room doesn't smell like rotting flesh. The flesh out there is only somewhat rotting. Slowly. I just meant that I'm surprised to see metal.
Oh, well all the A16s have alloy endoskeletons. The organics are layered on later in the process.
Sounds like what Sarah told me about herself. Maybe she really was the A16's prototype. But it's hard to imagine bridging the gap between her and these scattered doll parts. I get that you can grow about anything from Lax Gemini, but how do you get the synthetic and the organic to work together?
Yeah, that was our first concern when R&D began work on the warm concept. The 1.0s were real skin with synthetic muscle, and it was a horror show. Metal pulling on skin was just...
Right. Ew.
Jesus.
2.0, they worked backwards. Organic muscles, organic skin, but digital signals on organic hardware was a dead end.
Didn't the muscles flex when you passed an electric current through them?
They'd flex and unflex, sure, but that's not nearly precise enough for facial expressions. Look like puppets strung up on live wires. We used
Oh,
test footage
God.
to haze interns, actually.
No, bad, 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 bad. You must have figured
Horror.
something out. You must have figured something out. The A16 wouldn't look out of place on the runway.
Thank you, we try. We ended up reaching out to mod companies. Well, we actually just bought out a half dozen of them, but
Right.
they figured out how to get human nervous systems moving mechanical limbs decades ago, so we just need to get a mechanical nervous system to move living limbs.
Very clumsy attempt to avoid using the word human.
High-precision mods are slotted straight into the nervous system. They receive their input from neurotransmitters, not bioelectricity.
So you had to do the opposite?
Exactly. We created a synthetic neurotransmitter that our androids could use to communicate with organic flesh.
Where did that breakthrough come from, Dr. Asher?
Partly. He led the team that built the motor neurons in this analogy. They carry commands from the central nervous OS to individual muscles across the chassis. But the synatonin?
Serotonin.
Yeah, synthetic
melatonin.
serotonin. Not melatonin,
Or
it would be serotonin. Synatonin. Sorry, the synthetic analog serotonin. There we go. That was actually an old brainchild from the VP of Android Futures, Helen Jung.
Young. Hasn't David mentioned a Dr. Young before? Sounds impressive.
He's one hell of a biochemist, or she was, I guess. Not much time for individual lab work when you get to her kind of pay grade.
So Young collaborated with David on the technology that enabled worm androids. As I thought, whatever went into Sarah makes the android so distinct. He couldn't have taken sole credit for it.
Maybe a biochemist used the thing to make a poison.
Young. Did he partner with her on this? There's more? What are we missing?
Might not be missing anything. It does have an advanced sign. Oh, right there.
Nope. An inhaler left out on the desk. Probably a half dozen empty ones in the drawers. Does the inhalers? The inhalers, they're distributed by the company, correct?
Oh, yeah, HR handles it. They personalize your dosage and prescription and update it based on performance and job fulfillment reviews.
Bad. Other corporations do it the same way?
Disgusting.
You're lying.
Oh, shit. Yeah, pretty much. Everyone's trying to keep pace with each other, so can't have your employees losing focus on the job. Could cost you who knows how much in lost efficiency.
Hate that. Sorry if this is insensitive, but given what happened to David, are overdoses common in the company?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says.
Overdoses, that is, not hospitalizations or deaths. It's all pretty organized these days.
These days?
Man, back when I started in consulting, pretty much everyone had an embarrassing story from their first 2 years where they popped a few too many greens and missed the on-ramp.
Popped greens?
Yeah, it used to be pills. Green to get you going, yellow to keep you there, swallow a red after brushing your teeth and get to your bunk fast. But yeah, the inhalers are a huge improvement, like going from torches to the light bulb. They sync straight to your personal biomes and adjust dosage in real time. Overdoses are way down.
That's great to hear!
I did mention one that's a sedative where you have to get to your bunk fast, so apparently it takes effect very quickly.
Yes.
The trainees under me don't realize how good they've got it. Kids probably won't even have to learn how to purge. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
that means exactly what I thought it meant.
Yeah.
I hate it. Yeah,
They don't
I
exactly
know,
call it a
right?
cyber fun world, you know?
I know. Old me.
All done? You ready to get the ad handled?
Thanks for humoring me.
Can you have it step into the scanner?
As he says.
Understood.
Right then, what are we looking at here? Whoa, there's a lot to unpack here.
We theorized that it may have been Asher's pincushion.
Pincushion, huh? That would explain some of what I'm reading here.
What language is that on the screen?
Tess. You know, Tesseract. All noble products and, well, pretty much all products, period, are programmed in Tess. It's a programming language. It's just the big popular programming language. Cool.
It's basic and or C++.
I don't know. I mean, other languages are still viable, and this seems like almost everything is done in Tess.
Interesting.
Because JavaScript and Python still certainly exist.
Mm-hmm.
Even if JavaScript is itself. Anyway. Easy to read and write, stay compliant. Now this model, what's it go by?
Sarah.
This Sarah model. It's got everything the 16th line has, that's for sure. Organic scan, hybrid muscles, advanced facial processing, and emoting. But there's a lot crammed in here that's still in development, like in the idea phases. Solar cell hair strands, decentralized redundant power, mental and physical overclocking with extended tolerances, data storage so large I can't... No, wow, he had to measure it using...
Hell of a poker face.
Wait, decryption and signal hijacking? That's...
Hacking?
essentially.
Does that mean it could hack its own tenets? Programming framework used to...
Inviolable priorities, so basically hard rules.
The rules of robotics.
Pretty much. 113.
The company TM upping Capri's prescription automatically anytime they ever become so EP so they nap less. God, I mean, she needs it, but...
No, stimulants don't go well for me.
Do they not? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they don't. As a person with ADHD, I have been prescribed a stimulant. It was bad.
Like manic episode bad or just crying bad? What are we talking?
Like, you know how people pick at the skin around their nails sometimes?
Yes.
That, until every single one of my fingers was bleeding.
Gross.
Yeah, it was real bad.
Concerning.
Also anxiety.
Law 4 of robotics. All robots are lesbian and transgender.
Oh, no, that's unthinkable. Literally, for an ad. For an ad to break its tenets would be like you stepping into traffic or dropping a baby. Even if you're physically capable of it, it's not something you would ever choose to do.
Some people do walk into traffic. Psychotics, addicts, the mentally ill. Does that mean there are androids?
Well, no, there aren't crazy androids, so yeah. I guess my analogy doesn't hold up.
This guy is such a wet noodle.
Yes.
That's okay. So it can't hack itself, but it was given the ability to hack other systems?
The industry line is that such a capability could be an option in certain emergency scenarios, breaking through the firewalls and encryption of surrounding electronics to broadcast directly to police or military channels. Speaking of military, this musculoskeletal setup is drastic. Never seen this on a consumer model.
Girl, slow down. Can you lift a car or something, Sarah?
Most cars. It would depend on the center of gravity.
I don't think I would kiss Dawes.
So sad.
We don't really know much about him personally, but he's not doing anything for me at this moment.
He's so sad.
Wait a minute, I have anxiety. Lady, this Sarah could wrestle a public disturbance walker and come out on top.
Those stomping behemoths they bring out for riot suppression. I love how Null's reference for a person walking away from a situation was that white guy in the boondocks. The one who...
And in terms of computational ability, the estimate says that can't be right.
Look, Dawes, I was actually hoping you could tell me something about the software or the metadata. who worked on it and when?
Ah, right, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. The editing logs have been purged.
That doesn't sound very above the board.
Sorry, I can't tell you anything about who worked on Sarah or when.
Any chance we can restore those logs?
Not here, not with this machine. I need the computers that were actually used for programming this model. Any ideas where those would be?
Sarah?
I cannot answer that question with any accuracy.
Had a feeling you might say that. That's right.
Sorry, I can tell you that the code is unique. There's hints of the A16 in there, a few of the same conclusions. It's just Dr. Asher or whoever took very different paths to get there.
So Sarah has even less in common with every other android on the inside?
Sorry, didn't expect to hit a dead end there.
Not at all. You've been very helpful. Can we still get the registration done?
Yeah, no problem. We've got the software and forms all set up here. Occasionally we let a new business partner bring one home fresh from the oven, you know?
Then
Alright, a few basic questions then. Who's going to be the official owner of this unit?
She is.
as it says, unless the will disagrees, it's my responsibility.
Right then. You fine with the designation Sarah? We can set it to anything you like.
Well, actually,
Mm-hmm.
never mind. Sarah will do just fine.
Okay, this
Doesn't-
part's all standard. Civilian model, address, contact info I can get from your crumbs. Do you want to reset to factory defaults? Could clear up a lot of quirks.
Not right now.
The last thing, then, is the grading. I'm reading 23 tenets here. Nothing too far out of the ordinary.
23. That's higher than I expected talking with it. She seemed more malleable than that.
Don't blame yourself. Guessing tenant count from outward appearances has become a crapshoot. Not like it used to be. Used to be they only had 3 tenants total, and every unit had to have them. Then came the first accidents, and the first lawsuits, then the hearings, and the legislature.
And the demand for more tenants. The tenant making sure ads couldn't endanger the state. The tenant stating ads wouldn't divulge private information without prior consent. There was a campaign calling for the tenant to weigh child and adult lives equally during risk assessment. There was a campaign calling for a tenant to do the opposite.
Companies wanted their asses covered, customers wanted guarantees. There was never much incentive to deny a requested tenant, so the list just ballooned, until the military entered the market in full force.
You sound like you don't approve.
Now, I wouldn't go that far. They needed their ads to be able to pull the trigger when ordered to, without clearing 5,000 lines of bloated, hard-coded decision points to get there. I get that. But since the armies are the only ones using tech with bare minimum tenets, all the best, least cluttered, most elegant code is only used for war games. It's not very romantic. Well, not like I was on the jury.
Department of Advanced Defense Projects versus Zenith Dynamics. The Supreme Court sided with the military's request to set a new precedent that every other army around the world would race to meet. Changing tenets from a mandated list at the root of every ad source code to a choose-your-own checklist.
Funny, ads with the most tenets, they're so locked up you can't even have a conversation with them. And outside the armed forces, the only ads with single-digit tenant counts are just vacuuming floors. The most impressive ones, like what you've got here, fall somewhere in the middle. Sorry, went on a tangent there. Only thing left is the evaluation. Ah, so that's why Sarah takes a minute to respond. It's not that her voice actress is distracted, it's all the tenets.
Yeah!
Mean to me.
No, we're trying to find an in-universe explanation for your distractedness and airheadedness.
You know, somehow that makes me feel worse.
I'm sorry! I do actually feel kind of bad now.
No, it's fine.
You can go ahead and let me drown now. What gets
Oh, shit.
evaluated?
Fuck. Total financial worth for insurance purposes. Yeah, the insurance companies made sure we had very accurate algorithms for this. No room for human error, they insisted, with no sense of irony. Wow. I mean, I knew it was custom, but...
What price could they possibly... That's a lot of digits.
You should know, these formulae are pretty conservative with their estimates. Stingy, even.
If Sarah's really David's last and greatest work... They say some things are priceless, but when you force an insurance algorithm to pick a number...
Try not to get any scratches on it, I guess.
You spoke differently back there.
Oh, Michaela's playing Rattles.
And here's where the performance from Morgan got 20 times harder. You will see why.
With Dawes, you spoke like he did, it seemed.
Oh! Like I copied his accent?
You seem to mirror his affect, his tone.
It's called being friendly. What's your point?
It was just an observation.
You can choose to keep this to yourself, you know. No tenant required.
Why were you so concerned about registering me in the first place, Edene?
The same reason I wouldn't drive around in a car without a license plate. Any cop, or even just well-placed camera, could have spotted your barcode and seen that it wasn't set up with any actual data.
And then they would have arrested me, and they would have thrown me in the slammer.
No, they would have arrested me and put you in an evidence locker.
An android can't get arrested?
Or not people. People get arrested. Property gets seized. And dogs bark off screen. And then
Yeah,
smashed.
sorry.
Those
All
dogs
good.
are barking.
Great. You put us over the weight limit.
GLaDOS behavior.
I did no such...
Morgan Counselor, your presence has been requested on the upper floors.
Who's asking?
Vice President
The
of
dog.
Android Futures, Helen Young.
Why is she screaming? Shouldn't have assumed I still had the opening move. Tell her I'll be right up.
I'll redirect your elevator now.
Taking control of your elevator. Nope. That's you, hun.
Taking control of your elevator is very
Convenient.
forceful. As if Noble is trying to directly steer your investigation.
If Noble wanted to shut me down, they wouldn't bother to be subtle.
I suppose they could simply refuse to cooperate.
This robot racism is making me feel very sad. Sorry, Noel. Or just let the elevator drop.
I find it hot,
Yes.
but that's because I'm the one being...
Objectified.
Racism against.
Yeah.
You want to? I was about to say you want to say that to the. All right, who's taking the hot woman?
I guess I could, since you guys will probably also both be in this scene.
More than likely. Right. Speaking first is a sign of weakness, is it? And here I thought I could avoid wading into the swamp of corporate pretend power dynamics. Let her suffer. Silence is only awkward if you care. I can ignore social cues all day long.
I always liked this time of day.
Not too muggy for you?
No, I never liked a clear blue sky. It always seemed cold to me.
You're in luck. Sky gets more colorful every year.
The air quality drops. Childish, isn't it? Marveling at the small sheen of rainbow dancing on the surface of a massive oil spill. Apologies for waxing poetic. It's been a very unusual 24 hours around here.
Dr. Young,
Just Ms. is fine.
Miss Young, I get the feeling you didn't bring me up here to talk about
Sorry.
the weather.
VP of Android Futures at Noble Electronics likes red meat, flower gardens, and high thread counts. She doesn't like working from home, shopping online, or waiting. She's fluent in 3 languages, enjoys attending baseball games, and is very good at getting children to stop crying.
Oh, that's fun. You wouldn't expect
What?
a person like this to be good with kids.
Is it by being nice to them or by intimidating them?
Or by murdering them in cold blood.
Probably not that one.
Could be.
No, I brought you up here to express my condolences. I'm very sorry for your loss.
This could have been an email. Thank you. Though I could say the same. I know you and David worked together for many years.
Yes, we did. But as much as I'd like to just drop everything and process, the company wheels don't stop spinning for anything. Or anyone. Was Dawes of any help?
No, he was fucking useless. She sent him, trying to be helpful or just trying to control the narrative. He was great. But that must mean you know why I'm here.
I don't want to make assumptions.
No need. I'll be explicit. I'm here as an officer of the court, which means I'm bound by law to document every rock I turn over. And every person I speak to.
Yes, the lawyers made that all very clear.
Lawyers?
You have an android? It's not one of ours.
You can tell that quickly. Got all the faces memorized.
Easy enough to remember the major archetypes we use, yes.
You're nuts about your work, maybe. It's a recent acquisition. Very recent, in fact. One of David's last requests, apparently.
David
Oh my
asked
god,
you
they're
to take it?
They're starter-type Pokemon.
They sure are.
That is
Mike,
uncalled
blow
for.
up these crying children.
No.
I've been told that you've been to David's estate already.
The police gave me full access to the scene.
Then you know he wasn't alone last night.
Yes, there was a single witness who met with him and called emergency services when he fainted.
I was that witness. Yep, could have
Oh.
figured that one out.
Really?
Obviously.
There aren't that many people David would bother meeting with in person, let alone welcoming them into his home and offering them a drink. I also knew that Young is his superior, on paper, though not in fame. And I knew that the witness had Executive Plan 3 insurance, so they had to be higher up than David. Well then, do your lawyers know we're having this conversation?
Of course. They're pulling their hair out about it as we speak.
I can't imagine why. The police cleared you. And you were well within your rights to ask for some privacy, given the high-profile nature of all that's happened. So why call me up here? Why cut through all the red tape and your lawyers? Why cut through all the red tape your lawyers painstakingly had you behind?
Loins.
Your loins!
Eventually you, or some clever lawyer like you, would get the record opened. Through legal means or otherwise. The company's enemies are legion, and they have a prime knife for every occasion.
Still, that would have taken time. Time you could use to get ahead of what could have been the biggest PR hurdle Noble's ever seen.
Touché.
And...
Though perhaps the truth of the matter is that I simply didn't want to hide. David was my colleague for several years. If I were in your shoes, I would have questions as well.
You're doing this for my sake?
No, my reasons are purely selfish. I'm only hoping talking to somebody whose job isn't to defend me from all consequences might prove therapeutic.
If she wants to play confessional, that's fine by me. But is that really all that's going on here? Why don't you start from the beginning, then? You went to his home last night?
Yes, at around 7:30 p.m. The building's penumbra captured all of that quite clearly.
Though ill around 8 p.m. So you spent a half hour together. Why the late call in person? Why the late call in person?
We had an intense discussion yesterday afternoon. David never came in on Saturdays, and I didn't want to spend the weekend glaring at him through screens, so I visited, and he let me in, and we talked.
About?
The good old days, if you can believe that.
I
Back
can't.
when we were both new to the company, eager to make a name for ourselves.
How long ago was that?
7 or 8 years ago? Maybe it was 6 or 7.
Miss Young, don't ever quote brain rot again.
Putting a number on it doesn't sound that long ago, but it feels... We spent a while like that, just talking. He was lively and sharp, and I never would have thought that a few minutes later...
That he would be dead?
that he would commit suicide in front of me.
Firm reply. What happened?
Quarter before 8, he said he wanted to toast. He got up, walked back into his workshop, and then he must have went down into his basement to get us a bottle. I checked some messages in the meantime, enjoyed the view.
In other words, she stayed on camera.
He came back with a bottle of whiskey and 2 plastic cups. We drank and talked. He got quieter, spoke less. I thought he was just getting drunk. I didn't get worried until he started to fall asleep.
You tried to wake him?
He wasn't responding. I tried to shake him awake, but he didn't seem... I left him and ran to the kitchen to use the security system.
Didn't think to use your phone?
No, I suppose I didn't. But it worked out. The Penumbra's emergency protocols summoned a VTOL straight to his helipad with one button press. When I returned to the parlor, he was limp. I moved him to the floor as delicately as I could. He had a heartbeat, but I just did what I could until they arrived.
You went with him to the hospital, I take it?
Yes, they insisted. They checked my vitals and ran a tox screen, which came back clean.
So did David's, for all the good it did him.
I wasn't paying close attention to what they were saying at that point, but I'm sure they ran through every step of the CCE SOP. That's what they're paid to do.
You seem certain that it was suicide.
Yes.
Why?
As I said, he got quieter as the time passed, and he spoke less. But the last thing he said to me, the last clear thing he said, was that he was happy ending it here. That he was content. And he downed his glass after that. He drank every last drop. Does that sound like David Asher to you?
Curious, restless perfectionist David? No, I guess it doesn't. I will say, mimicking vocal affects, not as hard for me. It's a thing that I'm very proficient at. It's just a thing that I do.
It's the autism.
Yeah, no, it's more just something that I like. It was especially because, oh god, it just made it a lot. You have to pay a lot more attention to your performance as her.
That's fair.
You can't just like, yes.
You can't just like,
This is my this is my Morgan voice, and that's it. No, you have to have a different voice for each person.
Yeah, a little bit. You said CCE, Standard Operating Procedure, a minute ago. What is that?
CCE stands for Counter Corporate... Give me a second. CCE stands for Counter Corporate Espionage, which is just industry doublespeak for corporate espionage.
Damn, you guys still
self-defense, you understand?
Damn, you guys still teach 1984 in schools?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So Noble anticipates employees at your level getting poisoned?
They give us all kinds of CCE training, subtly of course, usually disguised on the itinerary as leadership workshops or psychiatric evaluations.
They train you to expect to get murdered at these leadership workshops?
It is fairly rare at our level. More likely they'll want us too sick to work, let us drain company resources in a hospital bed while our position sits vacant.
That's smart. like snipers purposefully avoiding vital areas to strain the enemy's medical resources.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Like snipers purposely avoiding vital areas in order to strain the enemy's medical resources.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
nothing compared to when they want to turn an asset. Feel ill for the rest of your life when an undiagnosable malady, me, or become our mole and we'll send you the antidote every 2 weeks.
Disgusting. It's a nasty piece of work.
The nasty line of work, consulting.
I'm sorry?
That's just what they call it. Can't exactly put corporate spy on your CV.
Every consultant I've met at a cocktail party was actually...
It depends. Did they say that they're consultants, or did they say that they were in consulting?
How the hell am I supposed to remember? So, do your people think that what happened to David was a deliberate attack?
Noble's competitors have been trying to get David for years. And that's the timescale their plans operate on. If this was an attack from a rival corporation, the company would have seen it coming, and they'd probably have struck first.
I've been curious about this ever since I saw the scene. Why the plastic cups?
There's a story there. David and I got hired around the same time under similar circumstances, headhunted while finishing our higher education. During recruiting, the company claimed to want us badly, but in practice our actual authority was...
Inexperienced and overpaid. You must have been extremely unpopular.
You don't mince words. We didn't either back then. We were loudly trying to convince our superiors that their entire sales model for androids was antiquated and self-defeating.
The two of them made the 1-point doctrine? That's not the story I've heard in Noble commercials and Noble-sponsored media. And come to think of it, it's not a story I've ever heard from David himself.
We had this deadline, self-imposed, but still a deadline. We wanted to get our pitch to the president of international sales by end of day. 7 p.m. rolls around and people start filtering out. David still has his head buried in diagrams and sales figures. Imagine a technical man like him, a programmer, trying to make a sales pitch. The clock hits 9 o'clock and even the zombies start heading home. I turn to David and tell him it's not going to happen. We're nowhere near finished and the day's long since been over. He looked at me like I'm the only other person on a sinking boat and I've just stopped pitching water, and he says, "The president lives on the other side of the globe. We've still got all night until his end of day." We wrapped up at 4 in the morning, just us and the cleaning staff. Back then only half of them were ads. He finally sends the message and I'm ready to collapse. I've got nothing. We stared blankly at his inbox for the next 40 minutes, hoping the harsh light would give us the energy to work through the next day. And we got a response. It wasn't long, but it showed he was interested. I had been turned down so many times before then, ignored and placated, passed up and ghosted, but together, David and I, we had finally gotten a win. So David asks if I've got anything to drink. I've got a bottle of some swill in a cabinet at my desk, but he doesn't want to drink from the bottle. Says he wants to toast. So we sat there at 5:19 in the morning, toasting awful vodka to one another in cups we grabbed from the break room, toasting our first victory against the corporate beast.
Flashbanged.
Between the lack of sleep and the drinking, the next day at work was hell.
Sounds like a good memory.
Plastic cups and liquor, that was our little ritual. So I didn't think twice when he presented me with my cup. It was ceremony for us.
As VP of Android Futures, you're David's superior, aren't you?
Correct?
Didn't you join the company at around the same time?
David was always more interested in his work than he was in climbing the ladder. He didn't like playing the corporate politics game.
So was he unpopular around here?
Not unpopular, no. Not the great Dr. David Asher. Misunderstood, perhaps.
How so?
He could be blunt, demanding, some might say. He wasn't trying to be, it's just... he was autistic.
Yes.
Not everyone could work at the same pace he did for as long as he did.
Even with the whole company huffing those inhalers, they couldn't keep pace with David?
His special interest is robotics.
Speaking of which, I don't see any at Young's desk. Maybe it's just not something you leave out in the open at her level. So you would say that his... So you would say that his work-life balance was...
Balance implies the two are at odds with one another. We use work-life harmony here at the company.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh! Fascinating. So he was in harmony?
No, David always had plenty of suitors, but he was never willing to put the time in. I'm sure you're more knowledgeable than I am on that subject.
What do you mean?
I had to help him draft a lot of apology notes over the years for misunderstandings and double bookings.
Scandalous.
The A16 only entered production this year, correct?
Correct. Pre-order started last holiday and we began shipping in the first quarter.
I understand that you were instrumental in the success of Warm Androids.
I played my part supervising the launch, yes.
What?
Hard yawn. Weren't you the one who designed Cinetonin? The factor that enabled organic communications between synthetic and organic parts?
I'm surprised you've heard of that. I did lead that project, yes, but that was years ago. At the time, Cinetonin was little more than a novelty, a dead end. It wasn't until David took the reins on the A16 that we found a use for it.
Took the reins?
He was lead programmer on limb coordination, facial expression, exhaustion parameters, and he designed the synthetic nerves that made all of that possible.
David did all of that? That's a lot more than just programming. Was he always so gifted in that many fields? Did he fill those roles on the 14 or 15?
No. He used to stick steadfast to his role as a software architect. That was his field of expertise, and he didn't wander far. But 2 or 3 years back, he started sitting in on other departments, taking notes. Soon, he was joining the discussion, proposing new ideas, and eventually, they came to follow his lead.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So he just applied himself, and soon he was leading other departments?
The kind of genius that Dr. David Asher was.
Maybe they weren't paying him enough.
The company profited the most, of course, but the entire industry benefited from his vision and leadership. His loss will be felt for years.
So this android, Sarah, even Dawes couldn't find any real details on where it came from.
Not in any of our systems?
I'm afraid not. Did David ever talk to you or anyone else at the company about a pet project?
Pet?
Yes.
She looks disturbed. You sounded hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
Pet?
No,
Clearly,
he
we need
never
to have
gave me
conversation.
any indication like that. And if he
Clearly,
didn't
we need to have a conversation later.
gay. And if he didn't talk to
God.
me about it, I seriously doubt he confided in anyone else at the company. David didn't trust anyone higher on the chain than himself, and anyone below him. Frankly, they couldn't possibly hope to give him advice.
He never mentioned me?
No, never.
Uh-oh. Androids don't come cheap. You never heard about him requisitioning parts or resources? There were never any discrepancies with his company credit card?
Company's accountants are merciless even by industry standards. They wouldn't humor anybody, not even David Asher. If they had ever detected financial discrepancies, there would have been an uproar loud enough you could hear it in the mailroom.
You have a mailroom?
Sarah, are you autistic about the postal service? Not since the 30s, just a figure of speech.
Oh, poor girl.
Couldn't have taken resources from the company without leaving a record, but no one would deny Dr. David Asher information. He would have been able to obtain all the necessary data to build his own android. Then, with enough time and money, he could privately purchase the raw materials himself.
I don't understand it. It must have taken him years to build Sarah. He wasn't doing anything illegal. Except the hacking stuff. So why keep it a secret?
I don't know, but he was private and a perfectionist. Perhaps he simply wasn't proud of his results.
Damn!
Oh, poor thing!
No! Could be. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to me. I'm sure this has been a difficult day for you.
Difficult day for all of us.
Message from Fran. I'm running out of leads to chase. That brat better have good news.
Are you really going to take this to court?
That's my plan. Circumstances may be irregular, but I'm still defending a client from a criminal charge. It's my responsibility to argue that he's not guilty of what he's been accused of.
Is that what you believe? That he didn't commit suicide?
I guess I haven't decided what I believe. 4/21, July 1st, 2086. Ransit, would you kindly slow the hell down?
I'm sorry, Adonai. Was I walking too quickly for you?
Oh. That wasn't walking. That was speed walking. Up 2 flights of stairs. It's very different.
I smoke! My lungs are shit!
Speed walking?
Why are you so excited? Oh my god!
Sounds like a powerful technique. Is it like the Zhenjiao?
Just let me catch my breath for a minute.
She's so me.
Adonai,
I love her.
is it possible that you are out of shape?
What the fuck? No.
But since we left the cab, your heart rate is...
I'm not wearing the right clothes. Or the right shoes.
Is that... so?
Yes. Also, I didn't stretch or hydrate, and the sun's reaching its zenith.
That would have been several hours ago. Did you mean the air temperature?
You said it would be a short walk from street level, so I prepared myself mentally for a short walk. Then you took off like a rocket, and you didn't mention we'd have to go upstairs. Are you sure this place is even back here?
The reviews online were quite clear. It's worth the trouble finding it.
Maybe if you're a mountain climber. When I sent Fran hunting for a musician in David's circles, I expected them to bring me to some city... I expected them to bring me someone from the city orchestra or jazz club. The champagne flute and teacup kind of musician. But this is the tequila and neon part of town.
Yeah, we should be in view if we turn... Adonai, be careful.
Of what?
It's a stray. And it's bearing its fangs, too. It could be carrying diseases. You should...
Relax.
Adonai, it's growling.
It's not growling at me. See?
So it's just me that it doesn't like.
Too much static.
How do you get it to calm down?
It's an animal, not a monster. It wants to be calm.
Do you like animals?
What kind of cold-blooded freak doesn't like animals?
Do you have a pet?
No. Never have.
Why not?
Because I don't want to take care of a pet.
That seems counterintuitive to me.
Well, it makes perfect sense to me, and I don't need it to make sense to you.
But
You notice you're only this talkative when it's just the two of us?
Mm.
Just an observation.
mm,
Howdy.
You shy or something? Did David program you to have android anxiety?
It's just it's generally only appropriate to respond to comments that are addressed to oneself. Today I've rarely been addressed by people. Today I've rarely been addressed directly by people. Other than you.
In other words, you're shy.
That is not what I... Can I try petting it?
There's no law against it.
Sarah gets to pet a
Aww.
dog.
She deserves it.
Yeah.
This is the establishment.
Now to see if Isaac Porter is as habitual as Fran claims.
Do you think Father was close with this man? This man who you've never met?
I think he was close with him, yeah. At some point. I had some help making that deduction. Fran saw that their metadata showed a significant cooling of interaction between the two of them, particularly over the last month. But Fran also saw a phone call between the two. Last night.
So they were close. Do you think they were sleeping together?
Oh my god! That is completely inappropriate for me or anyone to speculate about.
I'm a Fujoshi, Adane.
Jesus Christ, stop it!
Inappropriate? Adane, it's only...
Nope. I'm getting a very important text message from my private investigator, excuse me.
She doesn't want to hear about sex from the robot child.
It was also gross.
Adane, do you not know what...
Did you catch the killer yet?
Oh
no,
my
finish
God.
your bit. Finish your bit, dear.
What?
You were doing
I don't
this.
know.
Did you lose it already?
Yeah, immediately.
No, fucking incredible. No.
What the hell? I sent you his position.
I'm at his position. I haven't spoken to Porter yet. Anyway, there's no reason to suspect him right now.
Lame.
Surprised you're invested all of a sudden. Isn't David Asher a corporate sellout in your eyes?
Everyone's a corporate sellout. But Asher gets respect. If I'm a demolitions expert, he's like a really good architect.
It's almost sweet. I think.
Asher started out working in Cube. So in the architect analogy, by today's standards, he's like, I don't know. As a kid, he built all his bricks by hand.
He
As a
bricked
kid, he brick all his builds by hand.
He bricked all his builds.
Stop. Oh wait, no,
Isn't that-
no, that's something else.
Yeah, it's Lego.
Yeah. Or he destroyed all his computer programs. I really thought you were trying to make a
Are you
dick joke.
thinking of bricked up?
Yes, I was thinking of bricked up.
Fuck.
As a kid, he built all his bricks by hand or something.
You know that lit homework can help you with forming analogies.
Eat this analogy, motherfucker. That comes through the character's break. It's supposed to be a guy giving you the finger.
I take it Cube is a programming language. What's special about it?
Pretty much anything coded in the last 20 years is web-based. You code with the assumption that you'll always be connected. So you can depend on having fat libraries of references to learn on. And if something does go wrong, your errors get reported to you automatically.
Cube?
You can look it up. But basically, Cube was originally for like robotics and like machinery. Stuff that had to operate in mines. Under the ocean. Middle of nowhere fields with 0 service signal. So Cube had to be self-sufficient.
Ski, how rugged.
Where'd Asher learn Cube anyway? It's older than dirt. From like the 40s.
Dirt is older than the 40s, Fran. I don't know.
From like the 40s.
That's like the 80s now.
Yeah.
You're right. I think his father had a machine shop or something.
Vague.
Yeah, well, David didn't like to talk about his family. And I never asked.
I'm excited.
She's so happy.
What did your private investigator have to say, Adonai?
Not telling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bar stocked full of colorful selections and busy bartenders. Hope this isn't the kind of club you can order food in. The only time bar food is any good is when you're drunk enough to forget the taste in the gap between chewing and swallowing. Oh my god. So you can, like, eat things?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
What, like, android food?
There's no such product.
So what do androids eat?
Online user guides for Noble's War models clarify that they don't eat anything in the traditional sense. They get their energy from electrical charging, usually wireless. Whenever they need to eat, it's to replenish specific vitamins and electrolytes.
Sounds a lot like what mod users go through with their sports drinks and energy bars. And charger separation anxiety.
According to the net, warm androids can ingest nutrient-rich processed carbohydrate pellets if they need to forego electrical charging long term.
Badman wants to know how much Kitsu knows about this game. Kitsu, I think, has seen this episode being played at least.
I have seen the entirety of episode 1, but it has been at least a year, so I forgot a lot of it, and I haven't seen episode 2 at all.
Nice. Android girls getting bricked, and by bricked, I mean they stop working and just drop to the floor like a ragdoll.
It's funny.
Yeah, me. I'm getting bricked.
Oh.
You're getting bricked all the time. You're getting bricked all the time, dear. Process.
Bricked.
Literally,
Like
You want to
dog
finish
food?
that? You want to finish that outburst?
No.
Okay.
No, it is not like
Okay.
dog food at all.
Can you buy it from the pet store?
Seems that you can.
How is this something that you have to look up anyway?
Because I've always just eaten whatever father gave me.
That's because you're a bottom, Joy. Null in chat. That's not my fault.
I blame
What?
you anyways.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Marbled beef, never hydroponic, avocados, foie gras.
Never hydroponic. A movement calling for sourcing food from farms utilizing natural sunlight. They've made unsubstantiated
Oh.
claims about superior taste or nutritional value, but the label is yet to receive official state recognition, and the presence of the term or terms like it carries no weight and is not backed by any legal guarantee. Yeah, so it's basically hydroponic bad for some reason.
Artificial sunlight.
Yeah.
Hydroponic. Yeah.
Well, it's not just artificial sunlight, it's also not grown in dirt on the ground.
Yeah.
Setting.
That's not that
That sort of
upsetting.
thing.
Hydroponic things are real today.
Yeah.
I know.
No.
I know hydroponic things are real and they're generally fine. I would prefer if sun touched the food at least once.
Hey, you want to know what's worse? Food that's
Hmm.
genetically modified to be resistant to Roundup.
Shit, you're right.
And that also exists. Anyway.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
I am not paying for any of that. The stage for the talent. Pretty close to the floor. Oh, it's a Shinto gate. Guess it fits the whole round table aspect of this place. everyone's more or less on equal footing, dancing in the dark. Let's get past the bouncer.
Do you think they might have met here?
David and Porter? I can't see David walking in here.
Because you found the walk so challenging?
Got him. Because it's too loud to relax. And not dark enough to be anonymous.
I see.
What's that face? You got an opinion to share?
The atmosphere's not bad in here, but the music isn't quiet. Isn't quite.
I'll find you a survey to fill out before we leave. What kind of music does an android even like?
Early 21st century punk rock.
Fuck yeah!
Early 21st century punk rock. I love Avril Lavigne.
Wait!
I don't know.
Is that
On the
just
way
you, or
home,
is
can we listen to Bad Religion?
Is that just you, or does that go for all androids?
I haven't met all androids. I can't speak for them.
Adonai, can you put on some MCR on the way home? Wonder what they'd say.
If they're smart, they'd say that music peaked with early 21st century punk rock. Park rock.
Park Rock starts playing the Parks and Rec theme.
I love Sarah. She's so mean.
Mm-hmm. Debate settled.
There is an objective best type of music, and it's my favorite.
What's your favorite type of music, dear?
Early 21st century punk rock.
Incredible.
We just established this. Are you fucking stupid?
I thought I was talking to you and not Sarah. Be nice to me. The one over there, he matches the photo Fran sent. Should I approach now or look around some more?
I looked around everything.
We got everything. Oh yeah, that's him, alright.
He's so fucking hot.
Yep. Looks like he's killing time before sets tonight.
I missed something. Oh well.
Oh,
Hey.
did we?
Capri, how do you like him?
He looks cool.
He's too interesting for Capri to kiss him.
Fuck you.
Is your type just boring men? What the fuck? I'm like, okay,
Yes.
I would accept you being straight, but like, come on!
Shut the
That
fuck
is
up.
a hot man.
Hey,
Have
he
you
looks
seen-
he looks
have you
cool at least, but I don't know anything about his personality yet.
Have
He
you
could be
seen-
a
have you seen-
douche.
Have you seen a picture of her boyfriend?
I'm gonna
No.
send you a picture of my boyfriend right fucking now. Let me run an ad while we do this, just because like it's gonna take a minute, and we've got 10 minutes till ad anyway.
Oh no. Yeah, no, Capri's taste in men is just boring, not even burnt toast, barely even put in the toaster for
Warmed
any amount
bread.
of time. Warm, soft white bread.
You are so mean to me.
But am I right?
I don't know, are you?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so let me see if I can find one.
Oh, I thought the picture had been sent and I was gonna lie and act like I seen it.
You fool.
Honey. We don't have to lie. We just actually do it.
I will believe anything.
I know you'll believe anything.
Are you unsure how to proceed, Adonai?
Okay, I found 3 different pictures of him sending to Joy right now.
Yeah, that's a factory settings white man.
I love him!
That's fine.
I'm-
He's boring. In appearance.
He is autistic about video games and science shit, and I like that.
Everybody in this call is autistic about video games.
Yeah, vanilla is a valid ice cream flavor. I really actually like good vanilla bean vanilla ice cream. Some
I mean,
vanillas
vanilla
are
ice
not
cream is
good, but vanilla ice cream is good.
Vanilla ice cream is
Anyway.
good.
I like my boy, and if you don't want him, good, he's mine.
No one said that you were wrong for liking your boy. We just said that he looks
You're
boring.
making fun of me.
Yes, I am.
Vanilla's a valid flavor, milk is not. Fuck you.
I like milk. What the hell? I'm sure that you need to hang back.
No.
Ew.
As for me, I'll...
Do you want to play it cool or play it straight?
Well, we're not straight.
Play it
All
cool.
right.
I believe in Morgan.
Hey there.
Hey.
Oh, that's really cute.
Oh!
Yeah, no, I love this. I was gonna say I gotta make them read this dialogue. It's so funny.
Some
Fuck.
sick beats out there on the floor, right?
Dick beats.
Yeah, or whatever, man.
The hell? Are you a fucking cop or something? This isn't a cop bar. Oh,
That made us lose fucking
we
points, you
lost
piece of shit!
credit.
1 point, okay, and it was worth it for the dialogue.
You aren't really
It
dressed
was
like
worth
a cop.
it for seeing Morgan be a bit of a boy failure,
Oh, we lost another one.
girl failure.
God
I'm
damn,
gonna
you're
kill
media,
you.
aren't you? Fucking vultures, man. Perhaps. Oh wait, that's you.
Perhaps I should start over. My name's Morgan. I was David's friend. I'm currently his lawyer. Can we talk?
Not here.
Thanks, Isaac.
He's a musician and a bassist. He likes itineraries, grilling, and champagne. He doesn't like resistance training, producers. He doesn't like or ads. Oof. He's the best at gift giving. He's the worst at folding laundry. His favorite quote, I don't do requests.
Now we can't afford fidget tubbies!
Oh.
Joy, you piece of shit!
You can absolutely still afford fidget tubbies.
Not with 53 credit!
Don't thank me yet. I might just sit here, shut my mouth, and stick you with my tab. So what kind of lawyer are you? What kind of friend?
I'm his defense attorney.
Think you missed the bus on that then, yeah?
I'm a friend that needs to know what happened yesterday.
Doesn't everyone? Try somewhere else, friendly lawyer. I haven't seen him in weeks.
You might not have seen him, but we both know you spoke with him over the phone yesterday. Only a short time before he died.
How the hell?
Isaac, it's pretty obvious that you don't want this particular spotlight to linger on you any longer than necessary. So why don't we cut to the chase? No lies, no playing coy.
Fine.
Sarah,
Yes, Saturday?
The hell? Is that thing transmitting?
I'm not streaming any data, no.
Porter doesn't seem to recognize Sarah either. One more person David was keeping secrets from. I need to record everything for the court.
Fine.
You two were together, is that correct?
We were together. I ended it. Yesterday.
Oh. Care to elaborate?
On our entire relationship?
Look, you can tell me everything once and I can get it on the record. Or you can hear the same questions over and over again from 1,000 different cops and Megs for the next 3 months.
We met in a bar. I'd seen him coming a few times, each time with someone else. Each time talking with his mouth, but not looking with his eyes. Ticked me off. Scribbling on napkins and letting his single gin and tonic sweat onto the table for 2 hours. His dates would all go to the bathroom or take a call and slip out the back. One of them didn't make it 10 minutes, and he'd still sit there the rest of the night, unfazed. Couldn't tell if he was oblivious or stupid or shameless or the most confident man in the world. And he ticked me off. One night, things were slow and my set had been cancelled and his date hadn't even bothered to think of an excuse before bailing, so I asked him why he'd insisted on coming there, night after night, just to ignore vapid people he wasn't interested in at a shitty bar with drinks he didn't like. And he just said, because I like your music.
Every time he
Man.
closes his eyes, I think he's blushing. But I know it's just his eyeliner.
Man, did that tick me off. It was cute early on. Him being so passionate about work I could barely pretend to understand. And I liked that we gave each other space, you know? Felt like we were being mature or whatever.
Until...
There was no until. No one day where everything turned sour. But at some point, I started to understand where his priorities were, and how I ranked in them. Like I said, he was passionate about his work. I just wrongly assumed that he would also be that passionate about me at some point. So I pulled away a little, wanted to see if he'd notice, if he'd miss me. Testing him like that isn't the biggest red flag in the world. He never budged. I could ignore him for days and he wouldn't be the least bit ashamed to see me. If I picked a fight, he'd never get angry or upset, he'd just apologize. He didn't want to fight with me. Guess he was never invested enough to bother. It was my mistake. I watched him sit there all those nights, not giving a shit when people walked away, and still I had this stupid idea that somehow, for whatever reason, I would be different, that I would be special. But I wasn't, so I ended it.
Last night?
I called him. Didn't expect he'd pick up. I had everything prepared to leave a message with an assistant or ad or whatever. But he answered. First ring. Without hesitation, shame, or awkwardness. That ticked me off. So I told him exactly how valued he had made me feel the past few months. I told him exactly how insignificant I felt as the boyfriend of the illustrious Dr. David Asher.
In a better world, Sarah would have 2 gay dads. And
So
no,
true.
you right. And what did he say?
He apologized, and he asked me if that was all I called to tell him.
Oh, buddy. Bad. Bad.
David Asher is a shitty fucking boyfriend.
Sure is.
He is.
Woof.
I hung up after that. Spent the rest of the night wrapped in warm disdain for him and his coldness. It made that easy for me. Your Honor, if I fumbled a baddie like this, I'd kill myself too. I went to sleep hurt, but clean, ready for something new. And this
Can you
morning,
read-
I
can
wake
you-
up to see that...
Can you read that? Can you read that in an Emma impression, please?
Right.
Or was that it?
No, that wasn't it, Emma. Your Honor, if I fumbled a baddie like this, I'd kill myself too. That my ex killed himself not 2 hours after he let me walk out of his life without so much as a don't. What the hell, man? What the hell, David? Now you're just the tip of an iceberg of lawyers and reporters and buzzards, parasites who want to hear about the man who sent David Asher over the edge. I never wanted to be his last lifeline or the straw that broke his back. I just wanted to be his goddamn boyfriend. Turns out that was asking for too much.
It's yet to be determined whether David committed suicide.
You serious?
You don't have all the facts.
And you do? Any one of them point to something else? Thought so.
Thanks for your time. I'll let you get back to it.
That's it? No summons?
Court has no need for you to retell a sad story like that.
The court, huh?
Sorry to bother you at work. Sarah? Oh.
You should play more early 21st century punk rock.
Your discography is very impressive,
Yeah, thanks.
and your range is remarkable. So, it pained me to see that all your works in the last quarter have been so melancholy. I think
What the hell would you know about any of that?
I...
What's the matter? Can't find the words? Need to steal them from somewhere first to butcher them before shitting them back out?
I was not trained on any data sets that...
Nah, pardon me. My mistake, really. Not your fault you're only standing here because rich prick nerds were allowed to rob the world blind for most of the century.
Sarah, we're leaving. The hell was that about?
Rip.
He was under the false impression that I was programmed using a mass automated learning model. In early 21st century...
Not that. Why'd you talk to him?
I wanted to. I just felt that I should say something to him.
A word of advice. People don't want comfort from strangers, especially when they're androids. They want it from the people they want it from. Coming from anywhere else, it's just corn syrup on a parched tongue. Doesn't matter how sweet it is, just start gagging.
You know a lot about people, don't you, Adonai?
Fair deal? I'm a goddamn savant. There we go.
Sorry, it froze for a second.
Come on, there's not much time left.
Is there still somewhere you want to investigate?
Somewhere I need to return to, actually. Porter was right. As things stand, I don't have any evidence that could establish an alternative interpretation of the facts. But if there did exist hard evidence that could prove his death wasn't a suicide, there's only one place I could find it at this point.
Back to the lab again.
To the lab! The basement.
The basement. You sure you don't want another look at the crime scene?
I'm all out of time. Gotta approach this from the other angle.
But the other angle?
You know, inductive versus deductive. Flip the chessboard and all that. Haven't you ever read a mystery novel?
I've seen mystery films.
Well, let's see if you paid any attention then. What killed David Asher?
Poison.
10 points.
There is a point system?
There can be if you want there to be, sweetheart. Now, how did that poison get into his bloodstream?
He must have ingested it orally.
And how do we know that?
The medical examiner found no injection marks or wounds.
And if he had inhaled it?
Inhaled it? Why?
Leave the whys to someone who actually understands them.
I won't be able to understand anything if I don't practice.
Practice by answering my question.
I suppose it's possible, but highly unlikely. We would have found a delivery system for it in the building, like an inhaler.
Right, and an airborne poison is either shoved in your face or sprayed over a wide area. And no one around David has shown any kind of symptoms. So all we're left with is oral intake.
Eliminating the impossible. What's next, Adonai?
I
Don't
love her.
Look at her, so
She's
sparkly.
so cute! Young's corroborated statement was that David didn't exhibit any irregular symptoms or behavior until he started drinking that night. And the police didn't find anything unusual in any of the food or drink in his home.
Except for his cup. The results were inconclusive.
Young was drinking from the same bottle in the same type of cup, but didn't get sick. We have to conclude then that David's cup alone was poisoned.
That all seems logical and consistent with the police's theory of suicide. So why are we down here?
Minus 10 points.
Oh, back to 0?
David left the parlor and came back with whiskey and 2 cups. Young told us as much, and apparently the cameras upstairs support her story.
So we have to conclude then that he got them both from this bar?
Better. 5 points.
Mm.
Did he also get the poison from the cabinet?
The police haven't been in here since we left. According to their ARCS file, they didn't find anything that matches that poison down here.
So the poison somehow went straight into his drinking cup then. I need to flip this around again.
But if you turn something 360 degrees, you're just back to...
If I were the prosecution, what would I want more than anything? Proof that David knowingly added the poison himself.
He wouldn't do that.
And you can make that claim because there's no video evidence to contradict you. How long was David off camera?
From 7:36 p.m. to 7:40 p.m., when he left the parlor to get liquor from this bar.
So if we had David on camera for those 4 minutes and he didn't poison himself in that time...
He would have a perfect alibi for the crime.
proving his innocence.
But Adonai, we don't have footage of that. There are no security cameras down here.
I think there are.
What do you mean?
This whole building is coded head to toe in Penumbra security systems, courtesy of Noble. Every console, every corner, every android on every floor, it's all plugged into Penumbra. Except that. That? Nope.
That panel is...
manufactured by Cotter Security Systems. Why would David put a console for a different security system in exactly one corner of his penthouse?
I've never given it much thought.
Well, it's been bothering me all day. But my curiosity alone can't scale a 64-digit wall.
You mean...
Signal hijacking, or whatever you want to call it. Have you tried it before?
It is illegal and unnecessary. Father would not... He wouldn't have installed hidden cameras in his own home.
At the end of the day, I can't make you do anything. Well, actually, I probably can, now that you're registered to me. But aren't you the one who wanted to prove his innocence?
Eliminate the impossible. I will need your express verbal command.
Not like David can press charges against us at this point. Do it. Did you really need me to say that?
For the purposes of record keeping, yes.
She fucking got your ass! If you...
I've gotten past the 64-digit code, and I have found cameras. There are a number of them embedded in the room's walls and ceilings. As you theorize, they are on a separate network from the rest of the building.
Where are they feeding to, if not the Penumbra system?
Behind my hibernation unit.
False wall in the back of a safe.
I don't understand. Why would Father possibly have a hidden system of cameras inside his own home?
It's me. Oh, baby's first blackmail. She's learning. He was brilliant and more than a little odd. Throw in a little money and odd becomes eccentric.
I see. I think...
I don't. What was he thinking? What was he afraid of? Why didn't he come to me for... Time short. Gather facts now, and leave the computation for later.
He thought she would murder him. No.
The liquor cabinet this mystery hinges on. The police have been through it all by now. They didn't find any foreign content in any of the spirits. No poison to be found here? Well, not that kind of poison anyway. In which case... Can I make you anything?
Well, if you're offering, I'll have...
Sorry, you're way underage, aren't you? 2 years old or whatever?
Technically.
She
You're so cute.
She is just me. Oh my god.
Yeah. But that went a lot worse than I expected. Cheer up. Maybe you'll find a mocktail if you climb to the top of the ladder.
This is a rolling ladder, a kind of step ladder.
Stop,
Not a
stop,
ladder.
stop, 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 stop. We're not doing this. We're not bringing... No. What?
Pedantry.
Remember, a ladder extends, but a step ladder folds out.
This is stupid fucking Ace Attorney bit. And
It's important to know the distinction.
it's not. I bet my life savings that this subject will never come up again. Ever. Fucking stupid ass Ace Attorney bit.
I like the Ace Attorney bit. Shut up.
Alright. What did David even do with all this equipment? Dry his laundry?
What makes you so sure? What makes you so sure he wasn't exercising?
Did you ever see him? Did you ever see him use any of this crap?
No, but he must have used the weights when I wasn't looking. Since he promised me that he'd take better care of his health.
Oh, Sarah, these weights are all maxed out. David couldn't have put up numbers like these even if he was piloting a frame.
Don't be so sure, Adonai.
Pardon?
The following is a true story based on primary sources who were present for the event and its aftermath.
Oh no.
Copenhagen, 1981, 8:10 a.m. local time.
Isn't that in Maryland?
A towering man with the musculature of a world-class professional rugby player enters the Global Donkey Bank on Fredericksburg Lang. He explains to the bank teller that he has a bomb in his suitcase, that he wants his gym bag filled with unmarked bills. A security guard approaches him from behind with a nightstick and swings. But the man simply catches the weapon and bends it into a twisted knot with his massive, dinner plate-sized hands. When asked to describe the suspect to the police afterwards, the teller had only this to say. That man was all muscle. The rest of the bank heist proceeds without incident, and the man exits the building just as the police arrive on the scene, when suddenly, his suitcase explodes. But it's just a smokescreen. Local officers quickly recognize the ploy and rush towards the door. Grabbing each of the hostages, they flee while desperately searching for the perpetrator. What they find instead is a diminutive, frail, sheepish young man, barely 160 centimeters tall, holding a gym bag full of money, with no recollection of how he got there. Renowned psychologist and trained hypnotist Dr. Werner Kurtzer wrote the following in his diagnosis. Acute dissociative identity disorder. That's right, the man had a split personality. And so great was the disparity between his two halves that when they switched control, he physically changed, becoming taller, bulkier, and capable of previously unthinkable feats of strength. So be careful what you say a man like Father can't do, just because of how he looks on the outside.
I have to wash my hands because I was eating Chex Mix, but I'll bring my wireless mouse with me, so I should be able to keep switching the scene.
Sarah, every single word you just said was false.
Huh?
Don't believe it. Don't believe everything you read on the net.
Hmm.
Heartbroken.
And I have to click on things.
Capillary, I think you actually accidentally hit the advance button. Well, no more fun Sarah dialogue.
They hate me.
Clearly.
I do gotta go refill my waiter. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
That means it's up to me.
I'll
Hello,
just run an ad while she gets water. I'll use the bathroom.
Hello, chat. It is me. I am your entertainment for tonight. Me, Kit Sonora. There's no underscores or anything in my name. I'm just talking. I'm saying words. Check quick load. We might be able to quick load. I doubt it, but we could. Oh. Chat, what should I get for dinner after this? I'm thinking either a sandwich from Domino's or what's my other option? Or Panda Express.
I liked voicing that scene a lot.
Yeah, it was funny. You make a really good Sarah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What you been working on stream?
But the Stream Deck setup.
Weren't you working on something for that too?
Thumbnails and my schedule.
Ah, I see. I did thumbnails today and finally uploaded the VODs I didn't lose.
Yay!
Yippee! He's terrible. I love him. Girl, we are fighting a war!
Chat, how do you guys like my Sarah? If you say you don't like it, I'll cry.
She will, and then I'll have to deal with it later. So please don't tell her it was bad. Because it wasn't, and if you do, then we're gonna have a problem. I'll fucking get you. Be nice to my Discord kitten.
Don't fucking call me that.
Dell calls you that shit all the time, and I'm like, why do you call her that? Don't. Have you not been watching Joy's playthrough as well? So you haven't heard Chula voice it?
I'm seeing these words and I'm like, this is Joy. It really is a Joy Curbs
just
character. Chula does have a better voice for her, but this is just me.
I should go in and like skip to a section of 1 of the Devil VOD just to hear how Chula voices her.
Joy, you drive a hard bargain. I do. I do very.
Also, you first.
I do very few things hard.
Now you do get done by quite a few things hard, but not so
Yes. Unrelated.
I'm back.
Unrelated
What the fuck?
entirely. Oh, you know. Hi, Capillary.
Right, anyway. Okay, I can look around more. Yippee. Floor.
The floor. What's the story with this anyway? Some kind of fault with the
That's
foundation?
obviously not a fault with the foundation. Something fell on it.
I don't know. I've never noticed that crack before.
I do want to compliment your Sarah, but making you cry is so tempting.
Oh, damn.
Might want to get those eyes checked.
I can cry for free
You can cry for free.
without being bullied.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with my vision.
You've sent me messages specifically sounding like you're crying with the intention of breaking me and being like, well, fuck you, now I'm crying. And I'm like, God damn it, stop.
And it works every time.
It worked once.
It works every time.
Shut the fuck up.
It works. I repeat. Every time.
Every time.
I love you. How? Did David drop a weight a bunch of times over and over in the same spot?
Yes.
Did he really?
Just for fun.
Don't judge a
Take
man
it
for
in.
his hobbies, Edney.
Fair enough. So that's the original?
I don't judge you for all your murders.
You don't know about my murders, Sarah. I keep that shit well hidden.
Evidently not, bitch. Fuck you.
Deleting emails, deleting emails, deleting emails. Who the fuck is she emailing about murders?
Everybody.
Emma, probably.
Emma. It was
It was
appraised.
praised and confirmed to be genuine.
At least you didn't get ripped off.
Hmm.
I'm a Philistine when it comes to this kind of stuff. What does an android say?
I see a meeting. Or perhaps an encounter? Two apex forces of nature. Two kings of the forest. The stag and the tiger.
So, Morgan and Emma.
Yes.
I think.
Great. I'm officially less cultured than the robot.
Haha, get fucked, it bitch. Fuck you.
Alright, that's it. No android pals for you tonight.
Aww.
Jesus Christ! Joy. Joy. Honey. No. Don't. This hasn't affected me at all. We're going to move on.
Liar.
Let's refocus here. So, there's some kind of hidden... You're going to starve her. Shut up. No.
Yes.
So
I'm going to
there's...
starve to death.
Stop, please.
Yippee.
My heart can't take this.
Adonai, I don't want to die.
Joy. Apologize right now. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Nope.
So there's some kind of hidden door behind your bunk bed, huh?
Essentially, though a bunk bed would imply a second or third.
How do we open it?
One moment. I see.
Got it open already?
I cannot open this door.
Why?
It is a Tethys base. It is a Tethys basic Sturdicture.
Sturdicure?
Sturdicure.
Yes.
That anti-hack feature in the name is real?
It is a closed system, Adonai.
What the
Adonai.
hell am I supposed to do now?
Strange. If there was an if-then toggle enabled in the security parameters.
I don't follow.
When Father last adjusted the settings here, he made it so the door would never open so long as I was hibernating.
And made it so that I was the only one who could wake her up. Meaning that this is a door only I can open?
It'll be a 6-character password, some combination of numbers or letters. Did you and Father have any influential moments in your life that revolved around a 6-letter word?
Nothing comes
Did you and
to
Father
mind.
have any moments around your life that revolved around a 6-letter? Sorry, I noticed the
I
stars
was
in your
waiting
eyes.
for you to
Yeah.
notice the eyes.
Sparkle.
Is there a code word that he knew only I could learn? It's Adonai. Probably.
Makes sense.
Spoilers. I was gonna say you knew that one ahead of time.
I did. What
You-
was I supposed to do? Let her sit here thinking about it for 80 years?
Yes,
wouldn't have
it's
gotten
called a
it.
puzzle. It's called a puzzle.
Fine.
The whole point of a mystery game is to think and discover stuff. You fucking bitch.
Oh my god.
I'm like actually kind of pissed off.
Aw.
Not gonna
I'm
lie.
sorry.
Just so, like, it's. I think it's a lot of the fun in these kinds of games is the discovery.
Fair enough.
This particular one, I'm not too miffed about it, because I would not have gotten that.
I know. I also did not get it for like a lot of tries, but like once I got it, I was like, "Yo, oh, that's sick!" As yeah, it's one of those things where like, "Oh, yeah."
Oh,
feel like
apparently we
that's one of
missed
the
a
cool-
funny Morgan bit, because I got it right
There are
first
so many
try.
good funny Morgan bits. There's one for his birthday, your birthday, a bunch of other like,
Oh, that's fair enough. Okay.
yeah.
It's just that 6-letter word has come up so much in the playthrough that it's just like, that feels like a thing of if you're paying basic attention, it would be there. But that's fair. That's fair. I guess
Yeah, but it's
birthday
between-
Fidget,
I-
as in
I was
fidget tubbies.
I was the reason I took so long is because I was thinking of a 6-letter word between her and David, not her and Sarah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because yeah.
Morgan is also 6 letters. You're right.
Mhm.
Fair enough. I am sorry.
It is okay. I will kill you, but it is okay.
It's opening. What was the password, Adonai?
You were gonna kill me anyway. You'd never guess.
I'm very good at guessing, Adonai.
Okay. Did feel a bit out of character, David utilizing so much cloak and dagger tech. And I've definitely been struggling with the idea of him doing home improvement. But one step in here and it all makes sense. It's a panic room.
Scary.
Panic room is a place for rich people to hide in when people start bouncing bricks off their windows.
I thought
The
it was a room that was scared.
No, Sarah, no. They're typically not even on the blueprints.
So when Noble built this penthouse for one of their executives?
Someone slipped this into the mix, and it's remained in Noble's blind spot ever since. All David had to do was repurpose it. Make sure you're capturing all of this. Don't want to miss my one chance because of a Discover technicality.
I understand, but you needn't specify. My memory is flawless. I can play back visuals, memories, sensations. I can even give detailed reports on air particulates.
You mean you can smell?
Better than any human. And sometimes canines.
So, does it smell stale in here to you?
Stale.
Doesn't to me. Almost like someone's been in here recently. Almost like someone visits here frequently. Alright, let's try booting up the computer.
You don't think the console is password protected?
2 physical doors, a 64-digit code, and a half-ton android, and a secret phrase. If David set a password on his PC after all that, I'm going back to the morgue to have a word with him. Good, it's already signed in.
You're looking for camera footage?
I'd also settle for a note plainly stating that he feared for his own life. What am I doing? Here, you search for the video files. They'll probably be timestamped and formatted for short-range devices.
I have the subfolder. The cameras live stream data constantly, but the files are clipped at fairly regular intervals. Once every week, it seems. The most recent video file here has footage going back 8 days. It was accessed yesterday at around 4 p.m.
We're asleep then, so the only person who could get in here at that time is David himself. Alright, let's see it then.
Of course, it's just that I am having difficulty.
Try double-clicking. I wonder what weird visual bit they're going to do for Chapter 2.
I have been trying to open the folders from the moment I discovered them, Adonai. But they are encrypted.
Visual thing that title card is not a episode 1 thing. That is a script, not a game thing.
I figured that it was a script, but in episode 1 it had the loud not primal eldritch screaming in the background and block of dialogue at the bottom. In this chapter
it's done at this chapter as well.
It's done at this
That's
chapter
true.
too.
This chapter
There
they
are
had
several
both.
different styles of I wouldn't call them title card. I guess they are in a sense, but like those kinds of
The colorful
big pop
script
text.
one
Like
is
the
a
cut-
little
like
bit
cut-ins.
more for I think something that might
Emphasis.
be comedic or humorous. While the other
It is
one
very-
is for something a little bit more haunting.
Fair enough.
It is very much an emphasis thing. It is very
Mhm.
often used for comedic, but it is also used a lot during dramatic moments.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Damn it, David, you leave me enough clues to get this far, but you won't let me use your computer! What's the brand on the encryption program? If I rush a subpoena, they might have a backdoor I can bluff them into.
These files were not encrypted with any commercially available tool. This appears to be Father's own work.
Shit. If David Asher handwrote the encryption on these files, there's no one alive who could... Hey, Was Dawes just flattering you back there? Or is your processing power really that special?
Adonai,
Can you break his encryption, yes or no?
with enough time,
And how much time would that be?
I would estimate it at 2 to 6 hours.
That's a 4-hour window!
No matter how sophisticated, encryption is still a code that must be deciphered. And when deciphering any code, progress proceeds exponentially, which makes it particularly difficult to determine the amount of time required to complete the process.
2 to 6 hours. I don't have any better options. Get started.
I started 4 minutes and 23 seconds ago.
Finally showing some initiative. But you've been talking to me this whole time.
I have the ability to analyze data in parallel by utilizing subconscious processes, so long as the work required is rote.
So you're doing it in the back of your head.
Actually, I'm speaking to you in the back of my head.
Got him!
I could give the decryption process my full undivided attention, but I would become non-responsive.
Hey, that's a pretty nifty feature. I'll have to keep that in mind. Alright, can you take this show on the road, or do we have to rip this computer out of the wall and find a battery?
I have copied the encrypted files and will work on them as we travel. We can leave whenever you're ready.
Still can't believe David let me get this far just to shut the door in my face at the last second. But he did let me get this far. And the computer's not the only thing in here. The cabinets are a lot less eye-catching than his computer, but knowing David, that's all the more reason to check. Lots of paperwork, bonds and holdings, a platinum bar, his birth certificate. Might be nearly as valuable. Can't imagine what people would pay to steal David Asher's identity. And here at the bottom, a binder. Noble's logo on the front, and in the middle, enough pages to dwarf one of those phone books you see in period pieces. They're masking it in legalese, even on the table of contents, but basically, this is his employment contract. Hold on to this for me.
It must be very important if you're giving it to me.
It's certainly very heavy.
Was there anything else in there?
Expecting an updated copy of his will to show up.
What about an updated autopsy report?
It is a
Shut the fuck
possibility,
up.
is it not?
Shut up. Maybe in a corny old murder mystery.
A widely beloved and respected genre with over 2 centuries of...
There is something else. Your papers.
That Evangeline Morgan will be given immediate and complete ownership of the android designated Sarah.
It's dated to a few weeks back. And he already made up his mind about all of this? If he had, why'd he hide this where no one else could find it? Was I just a backup plan? Well, at least you've got something a bit more concrete than Starling's word now.
Her word should be plenty, shouldn't it?
Not if people realize how precious you are. No. As a collector's item.
Bruh.
Bruh. We've yet to meet one person who knows what the hell you are. But Noble could have easily argued that you fall under private technology or physical holdings. Unless I had something like this.
It's good that you do then. I'm glad Father wanted me to go with a friend of his.
Yeah. This will get me a huge tax write-off when I donate you to a for-profit college.
You could at least pick a charitable institution.
Just an old saying. All colleges have been for-profit since the 60s.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
You can cheer up in the car. Hell, us a ride to the courthouse. Priority.
There is an upcharge at this hour for priority transportation.
It's irritating. But I'd like to have more than just a few minutes to prepare once we get there.
The upcharge is a multiplier of 5.7.
Fuck. I'll prepare on the way over.
Very good, Adonai. Does it excite you, going into courthouses?
What do you mean?
You don't feel the tension in the air as the audience murmurs amongst themselves? You don't feel a fiery sense of justice rising in your gut as the prosecution smirks at your ragtag assembly of witnesses?
Do you really think this is gonna be like some kind of movie where the good guys save the day?
Probably not. Though that would be nice if it were.
Well, too bad you're owned by a serial murderer. What's your deal, anyway? Did David train you off of a movie marathon from hell or something?
We did watch films together, if that's what you're asking, though he was rarely the one who suggested it.
So you were the aggressor. What's an android get out of watching a flick, anyway?
What do I get?
Why do you do it? What's your reason?
I'm not sure how to answer your question. I'm not sure how to answer your question.
Never mind. Forgot what I was talking to.
I like the performances.
Sure, there you go. Got a crush on Humphrey Bogart or something?
He's a handsome man. But it's not the actors I like so much as their performance.
This really is a joy girl. Fuck.
The truth is, besides Father, I have very little experience when it comes to people.
I hadn't noticed.
I can read your thoughts and you're being kind of mean to me. That's fucked up.
Shut.
Get out of my thoughts. Damn.
Get out of my
Net.
thoughts. Go
I read
sit on the other side of the limo.
I read the net and I watch people and what they share of their lives. But it's all so subtle, so hard to follow.
I'm autistic.
Deeply.
There's so many unspoken rules that can't be taught, only learned, and I often struggle to grasp them. You're all so complex, so detailed. But the characters on screen are exaggerated, larger than life. The actors enunciate, their body language is precise and meaningful. Their faces are bright and softly lit, and their eyes are... It's fiction. So these characters and their stories, they have a beginning, a middle, and end. And the people on screen don't ask anything of you except your attention. You can't disappoint them or make them feel awkward.
Null, how many things are you realizing about yourself in our chat?
Fuck, man.
You can just watch and learn. But what about you, Adonai?
About me.
Do you like movies?
Yeah, sure. Back when I was a kid.
Really? Who's your favorite director? What was your favorite film?
It was a long time ago. I don't remember.
We should probably call it here.
Yeah, I was gonna say once we get into the courthouse.
Yeah, it's been almost 4 hours.
Mother of God!
Alright.
My body.
Fidget Tubby!
I got to voice so much Sarah this time. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Me playing with my Fidget Tubby phone charm.
You also got to yell. You also got to yell the word fascist.
So real.
Yippee!
I'm like pretty sure I've said almost all of that entire conversation on stream before, and I love it.
Yeah.
That girl is just me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Piff is streaming, so I'll probably go raid Piff.
Piff is happening. Freya is happening. That's all I got.
I go raid Piff.
Ugh.
Alright, thank you everybody for coming to watch us play Toxic Yuri Ace Attorney.
Indeed. Now complete with stepladder bits.
Next, we'll have a trapdoor in the fireplace. Anyway,
Stop,
thank you,
stop,
everyone.
stop.
Say hi to Piff. Bye.
Wait,
What?
I was gonna ask if there was anything Joy wanted to plug.
Yeah, Joy, you want to plug something other than, you know, your Twitch?
Go follow me on Twitch! Go follow me on Twitch!
Go
Is there
follow
anything
her on
specific-
Twitch and clean out her throne again.
Is there anything specific that you're doing this week that you would like to
I
inform
have
chat about?
Tomodachi Life on Thursday. I'm going to be playing it on release.
Woohoo!
We will also be
Woohoo!
playing Tomodachi Life whenever I receive it. It apparently it's shipping. They have started the shipping process. No idea when it gets here. I've heard of people getting their pre-ordered games before release date because of how they do shipping. I don't know if that's gonna happen though.
There you go. And come to my channel on Wednesday for ISAT.
Yeah, Wednesday, ISAT. Tomodachi Life fucking whenever. Anyway, we raid now.
Charles.
Bye!
Bye, chat.
Bye!